You are listening to subscriber-only content.
This guy is crazy!
Alright. I never listen, I'm gonna listen. I wanna listen to the dumb zone.
Whoa. Hello. Hello again, everybody. Little nod to my dad. Hello, friends. Happy Friday. It's 9 a.m.
It's All Boy Friday.
The grind does not end.
It's a holiday weekend.
It is a holiday weekend. We are celebrating at a Whataburger. They have opened up that subscriber-only paywall. This is what you would get if you would subscribe. But Whataburger has made it free for all today. And I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp, and I'll take that taquito Kemp style.
What does that mean? I'm Blake Jones.
It means I ordered them on my way up here, and they were waiting for me when I walked in.
Oh, you do the app?
You don't get to claim
My
that.
6 special ingredients.
You don't get to claim pickup.
I just did. They handed it to me when I walked
Kemp
in.
Style is ordering on the app.
And then throwing everything you can on the taquito.
Well, anyway.
It's a great day.
Where are we? Pioneer Parkway and the Bush-ish?
You're asking the wrong guy.
What do you mean?
Did you go to the wrong one?
I didn't go to the wrong one, but I think I sent Marv to the wrong one.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Perhaps. There's
Dude,
another
we
one
have
on
a
the
show
Bush.
calendar. We just hit copy.
This is like the
Copy paste.
This is like the Houston of the Bush. There's one up there, but if you keep going, it goes forever. And there's a
The Bush does. It's a lot lower than you think.
yeah.
So yeah, Pioneer Parkway and
The Bush
and the Bush, and we are here today for another car tray giveaway. Plenty of people are here. You know it's okay, an okay remote when you have to park at a different establishment.
The people at Panda Express are very confused. The parking lot is full at 8:30.
So the car trays, we're not giving them away quite yet, but there is Marv. There is somebody just taking 2 car trays. She can just take 2 car trays, huh? Okay.
I don't currently have a tray, so if we could end the day with me having a tray,
Yeah,
I would
well,
like that.
what we would like to do is give those trays away. And I thought, like, we would be starting the show and the trays, there would already be a line.
There was a
people
plan.
would be-
We kind of talked about it. Get up
And so, but I feel like they're going to start giving them away any time. There's a lot of people standing around waiting for their trays.
One would ask what we're waiting on.
Why are we not giving them away
now? We had a
now?
whole, right at 9 o'clock. Well,
Yeah, it's after 9 o'clock. It's 4 after 9 right now. And anyway, now Travis did have one guy that we were putting in the front of the line. He was the last guy at the last Whataburger remote. He was standing right there to wait for a tray.
with his head pressed up, his face pressed up
when
against the
TC
window.
has handed him handed it to the other guy in front of him. So that guy is the ceremonial first tray receiver.
Yeah,
Let's
wow.
all
Really, what a moment. What a day. It's big, yeah.
congratulate him.
Now he just walks out. What an interesting.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. No, you're good. Take it easy, man.
Also, what we have here, remember Nate from Silverback Construction had given us some, a bunch, not some, like, he bought $250 worth of gift cards. And if you want to grab some breakfast while you're out here today, go on up to the counter, mention the Dumb Zone, and while the gift cards last, they will give you one, and you'll probably have your breakfast paid for you. So
Incredible. What
good
a deal.
bit. From
a
what I
deal.
understand, Travis will be out here later as well from Community Mechanical to do some similar shenanigans. Maybe he will wrestle Nate from Silverback. So
They were sizing each other up earlier.
They do the little dance where they walk around one another.
I think they did the
You know how
weigh
sometimes-
in over in the corner over there.
You know how sometimes you meet a friend and they're like, what's the best show you've ever watched? And you say The Wire, and they say, I haven't seen that. And quickly you're very like, wow, man, I'm jealous. Your life, your entertainment perspective is about to be changed. That's how I feel about all these people online right now. They think, oh, there's a dumb, drunk radio guy who eats in his car. He's got a little thing. This is more than that. Do we have a pen in case anybody? Bye, ma'am. What's up, buddy?
Like a Sharpie type thing for autographs.
Quite presumptuous, but
That is,
in case
and
people
I
ask.
don't think I have the silver one. Oh, okay.
We have rose gold this time.
Gold.
Rose gold. It's all the rage.
So go get you a gift card. Come on out here.
Yes, Grand Prairie is where we're at. The Bush and Pioneer Parkway, or 161 and Pioneer Parkway, if you think the Bush is just a number to you. And we'll be doing a program here till noonish. So Jake got to eat breakfast here,
Oh, yeah.
and then we'll have a little lunch.
I don't even want to tell you how fired up I am for Monday's weekend check, or I suppose Tuesdays. I have 3 straight nights of no kid.
Damn, dude, how are you doing
And I didn't even
this?
ask for it. It just kind of happened.
This is what you get when you have grandparents left and right. Well,
Yeah.
you should know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, one of them's
I
down
want
the
that.
street, but then the other ones are like, well, they see him so much. Maybe I need a night
Wait,
with him. And I'm
caveat. You have grandparents, but you also have other siblings who have kids and all that.
Very
Jake's grandparents are starved.
undivided.
Starved for grandchildren. They have
Yeah.
none except from Jake.
Right.
So they are over. And then there's a battle. Like if grandma sees that grandpa got a day with the kid, like, oh, well, why don't we get a day with the kid? Is that how this goes? I would think.
Yo! I think so, and for us, it's fully undivided. And sometimes things happen where they just offer. And it's a little weird because it feels like they're sensing tension. But my wife just offered to watch the kids last night, and then it kind of took a weird turn when she's like, you guys don't need to feel bad about this. 'Cause
Your
my
wife or your mom?
My wife feels bad about it, and I'm telling my mom, as she's like, I'll watch the kids. I'm like, well, Kristen feels a little bad about it. She's like, you shouldn't feel bad about it. It's good for a relationship. I wish your father and I would have thought of this. I was like, Jesus Christ,
wow.
Mom.
Dude.
She kind of just blamed you for the
Inadvertently.
divorce.
Inadvertently, yeah. It's like I kind of always,
If it wasn't for you kids being around, maybe our
we would have been
relationship
out
would've
doing
better.
stuff together. But I am going to the orchestra Saturday night to go see Juvenile, New Orleans rapper that
wow.
Ron Washington used to work out to in the outfield with a symphony.
I thought you were just going to get cultured,
No.
because what's wrong with a nice symphony? What's wrong with that on a date night?
Everything?
Oh,
I'll go to.
I guess I've never done it.
I was going to say, you got a lot of
But, I mean, it's classic,
the
right?
Cleveland Philharmonic.
They are world famous.
I'm
Who are
sure
you
they
listening
are.
to?
That feels very Borat.
Like the Dallas Orchestra?
We have biggest goat U.S.
Somehow they have a good hospital, the Cleveland Clinic,
Hey,
and they
got
have the Cleveland Philharmonic.
and
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's not a joke anymore up there. Nobody's going to make fun of Cleveland. No more Cleveland jokes.
But we got football. We got Monday off.
The
Nothing bad can happen to us.
It's already happened. I talked to Jake last night.
Was he crying?
He was very sad. Very despondent. This is a different Jake.
Because
we're
of
looking at
soccer
right now.
practice or because of Micah?
Well, I think it was because of Micah, but he was on his way to soccer practice, so maybe it was
Yeah, let me give you another.
realizing
we've,
he's about to get cucked by the rest of the parents.
we've talked about this before, but somewhere along the line, we went way overboard in lightning overreach, like lightning warning overreach.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it was. The
Is this-
skies were darkening when I was.
It's soccer.
What does that mean?
I feel like in baseball, you're holding a metal bat that at least scares you a little bit.
Yeah, it's still. And then everybody's looking around like, is anybody just going to ignore this shit? Because I was ready to, but then there's a mom coaching a team, just moms coaching a team, and they're like, we're out of here. So now we look like a-holes if we stay out there.
Oh, so
cut
practice
short.
broke up?
Yeah, pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. The drive there and back was longer than practice. I'll put it to you like that.
Okay.
But no, yeah, of
The
course I was
snowflake
sad.
culture we live in.
I know.
Of course I was sad.
I thought you were trying to get the best out of your girls.
They used to make us stay inside and wait till they saw lightning, and then they would send us out there.
We practiced in a
Right.
tornado.
We had to wait a half hour
Yeah.
for the lightning to appear.
And now it's just a.
They're like, no, it's not close enough. Stay in.
No,
You
no,
don't
no.
know-
Take your water break. Yeah.
You
Go
don't
ahead.
know what
You
gender
did the
they
counting
are.
when
and
the Thunder.
They're out there for like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, fired up. It's a great day. Let's just act like this didn't happen.
Okay.
Well, we kind of have to cover
Blake has a
everything.
big day. Argyle has a massive matchup tonight.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big one.
You are dressed all Argyle-y.
TC told me that somebody out here wanted to talk a little ball with you when they saw your Eagle shirt.
That's Brody Bomar's grandpa's down there. We talked a little ball.
Okay.
Wait, the Brody Bomar?
The
Relation?
for what?
Tourette?
No.
Okay.
No. But no, I'm ready. Yeah. Week 1. Mike Leslie will be there.
You got to let the Mike Leslie thing go.
No, it's
man.
all that matters.
You got to let it go. Well,
So yeah, coming out here to Whataburger. What's the special they want us to really pump?
Heck yeah. They've got that a Wrangler burger.
And then we'll get into Micah.
The Bacon Wrangler Double.
Okay, is it too early for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too early in my mind. It's too early, I think, from the menu. I don't know
Okay.
if they'll give it to you. But they got the Dr. Pepper Blackberry Shake.
You can definitely get that.
Have you had one?
Not yet. I've
Okay.
seen a couple around the restaurant, and I almost took a sip of theirs, but I'll get my own.
What have you had today, Clayton?
Clayton,
Oh, no, Mike?
Clayton had his breakfast on a bun on Texas toast. He was really proud of that.
Okay. Clayton is like, it's not like because we're at Whataburger, Clayton's eating Whataburger today. I can't remember the last time I've seen him walk into the studio or the den without a Whataburger cup.
It's a good cup, too.
It is a great cup.
And so anyway,
See you, dude.
happy Whataburger. And yes, happy car tray. Remember, when you get one of these car trays, this costs more than the car tray you could have got in Frisco.
China.
Tariffs have taken effect, and it did
Like 3
substantially
times as expensive.
substantially affected the cost of these.
But
You know what
we
we
were already
said?
committed.
Yeah, we said we're in
Yeah.
because that's the way we are. So do you want to make some opening remarks on the Micah situation? So, yeah, what a shock. Very soon after we stopped recording yesterday, we see the news come down. It was really funny, just the whole, I don't know, the last couple of days, there was a lot of Dallas media getting pretty high and mighty on this is all an internet creation. This whole rumor to Green Bay, it's fans, it's internet, it's there's absolutely nothing to it. Certainly, the Cowboys would never trade him to an NFC team that has broken their hearts in the playoffs the last few years, or quite a few times
Yeah.
over the past decade or so.
I heard Machota point out last night their 3 best teams over the last, let's say, 15 years all lost to the Packers. It was like 14, 16, and then 23. Because those teams, it's Dez catch, it's the Aaron Rodgers drive, and then it's 23.
23 was devastating.
And we can talk about that at some point today if you want, because my main issue with this is the timing. It sucks from an excitement standpoint because the team, he's a guy that you stand up off your couch to watch. Like, the thing that I think Luka and him have in common is they're the type of guys who you watch and they can get you into the sport. Like, they're that appealing where you just watch and think something crazy is going on with this one. But in a vacuum, not paying a pass rusher $47 million is not like an indefensible move. It's the fact that they backed themselves into this corner, or Jerry did, where this was really the only option. He'd pissed off the players so much and the agents so much and confirmed that last night, that he actually got what he wanted, which was Micah and the agent coming groveling back to him, which apparently they did in the last week, saying we wanted to engage with empathy, unlike when they first approached him after the April meeting and said, this is the agent speaking, we're starting at 0. So they came back in somewhat groveling, at least in Jerry's mind, I bet, and he said, we're done here. You can play on the 5th-year option this year, and then we'll talk next year. And at that point, you had to trade him because he was going to be a problem all year. And so the question is, why didn't you just fire Mike McCarthy after the Packers game, let your quarterback walk, and trade him then? He was an all-pro. Instead, they signed their quarterback to a way above market value deal, then signed a receiver to pair with him for 5 years, then traded for another elite receiver so that they can score a lot of points. And now they can't get to the quarterback, at least on paper. It doesn't fit. All of it doesn't fit together. They're not driven by any sort of process where you know that Howie Roseman is involved with the negotiations with the backup linebacker and Jalen Hurts. Jerry only gets involved when it's on television. So by nature of that, there's no cohesive plan. They have all these plans that they're working on and these processes. And then when it's a big-time player, Jerry's like, showtime. And things get effed up. I think that's the biggest foul up here is the way that this happened is very suboptimal. But do not compare it fully to Luka, in my mind. Luka broke me. Our friend David Ruff from Circling Back tweeted that last night. A part of me died that night. I can't feel about sports that way ever again. Like,
well, this wouldn't have done that either had Luka not happened. I don't think.
It wouldn't have done that, but that softened the blow for me, I think.
Because, of course, the thing with the Luka thing, we even said, you could remain a fan of the team if it turned out that it came to a contract stalemate. And
he wanted to leave.
I want to leave, and I asked for a trade. Micah asked for a trade. Micah's to blame for this as much as Jerry, I think.
For sure.
Just because Micah should have never been talking to Jerry in the first place.
And I think his agent is to blame for this. When we were talking last year, playing Micah kind of talking cash with Bleacher Report or whoever, why didn't his agent that day step in and say, gag order, what are you doing? But he kept doing it.
He probably did.
And he just doesn't listen to him. Because
right.
That's
he
why.
He knows how to do things.
And then April.
I'm a young kid. I'm on the internet. You don't understand me.
Dude, he talks too much. Because then April comes around. Him and Jerry are talking. You know Jerry pulled out all the stops in that meeting. He's probably crying, telling him stories about cut-up credit cards and pouring it all out, and they come to this deal. Jerry feels like I've done my show, and then the agent says, come on, you know it's just Micah. Like, we're starting over here.
Right.
But that's the problem. Micah
or they wanted to
asked
start.
talk to Jerry.
Maybe they settled at $40 million or whatever the price was, and then he's like, well, that's where we'll start. Now that I know you can get there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the agent – it's tough to say the agent didn't play this correctly. He kind of played it perfectly. Well, but he also had a hand in getting him out of Dallas based on his ego matching up with Jerry's, I believe. I don't think Micah's bummed. I watched a bunch of Instagram stories last night.
Oh, no, he's not bummed.
Dude, they're popping bottles. It is the biggest celebration. He's running around yelling, we rich, bitch.
Yeah.
We finally made it. I thought you would enjoy that since you've been talking about how he could have just gotten franchised and had life-changing money. Last night was the moment where he was just yelling, we finally made it.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. But he has been very honest and open about how players think. Where I've always said in the past, that's the way players actually think. Like, they want to get to that contract, and they think made it is getting to the contract, whereas the fan wants you to think making it is that you won the Super Bowl. Like, what's your real goal?
Sure.
And as we play the game of, oh, no, they're – like he said, I play for the name on the back, not the front. That's the first time I've really ever heard anybody say that. Yeah,
it's literally what my dad used to bitch about, right? Like, these guys are playing for the name on the back. He's like, yes, and the more you can pay me to do that, I will leave the name on the front.
Some of the things you were saying, though, $47 million. Do you know the breakdown? Because Jerry in the press conference was alleging that his offer actually was more guaranteed than this current offer that he just signed.
I don't know. I mean, I know it's been reported. The 136, I think, was the number of guaranteed. But I know that a lot of people were throwing shots at his agent on Twitter last night. Like, oh, these are cute numbers, but it's fluff and funny money, I'm sure. And his agent was talking his shit. He was retweeting every one of them like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much fluff there is here. I think the Packers legitimately decided, as one of the greatest talent evaluation operations we've ever seen, This wins us a Super Bowl. There is not a price that's too much. He's that good, and if we put him on this team, we can't be stopped. So the difference between 47 and 42 to them, way less important than the picks.
That was interesting that I saw the agent. Now all of a sudden he's on Twitter and
Oh yeah,
talking
that happens
trash.
every time.
Really?
Yeah, that happens every time.
Part of the game. Then I just wrote a couple notes when you were rolling there. When you said he had to trade him because then he knew he was going to be a problem. Because also in Jerry's mind, somewhat he's old school. And he does, supposedly Micah was talking about, I'm going to be a team leader and I'm stepping up this year. And because part of this giant contract is being that team leader that others can follow. Well, once you lay on the table during the game, once you make it known that it's going to be a problem having me in the locker room, that's not a phrase that you attach to someone who is a leader of a team. Like a leader of a team doesn't become a malcontent that's walking around not practicing, lying about his injury.
Yeah.
Because especially if he's playing week 1 or like he's practicing tomorrow, it was just a blatant lie. And probably even the fact that he was going to get a second opinion, will prove that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Now all of a sudden
it feels like we were trying to make
a team leader, though, doesn't do that.
We were trying to make the Micah leadership glove fit all off season, and I'm not saying the guy can't lead people, but I don't know that he was ever really. It's very hard to be that much of an individual and be a leader. It's very hard because at some point, you're going to be talking about yourself and what you've done well, and you're not going. Like he would kind of trash his teammates in not so many words on his podcast every week. Like, we can't stop. We can't stop the run.
What do you think the room is like now?
I don't know for sure, and I'm not in there, but knowing a few people in and around, I would not expect this to be a massive hit in the locker room. I'm not saying there aren't buddies on the team. I'm not saying CD tweeting out the broken heart isn't for real, but I don't think Dak Prescott woke up unhappy today about this. I don't. And he's stuck here, so he's like, all right, if we get picks for a couple years from now, that'll actually work out for me. So please stop with Arch Manning. They owe Dak $1 billion. It would cost them like $130 million to cut him next year.
Really?
He's here, dude. They signed that contract less than a year ago, and they made him the highest paid quarterback in the league, and no one's even close. In the intervening year, he's stuck here. You're not getting another quarterback. So
well, and that's why also Jerry didn't, again, there is no consistency with the way the Cowboys do
that's
things.
the thing. Once you've given a quarterback that much money, you are so pot committed. Just do everything else.
Yeah, but
go get George Pickens, keep Micah, get a running back, and then die.
But that's the one time that actually the contracts didn't keep escalating.
And I think that's a big part of it.
When he signed Romo, that was kind of the highest deal in the NFL, but 2 days later it was somebody else. Like, it kept escalating. Dak, he signed it to the highest paid, and he's still the highest paid.
Yeah.
And that's where...
It's like the Mavs are tying Kobe's number.
But that's where again, he will shift with the waves. So he had Michael Irvin. He was in a lot of trouble. They could have drafted Randy Moss. I don't know. That could be a lot of trouble again. I'm not going to draft Randy Moss. He saw how great he was. Okay, next time it's up. Oh, here's a Dez. Could be a lot of trouble. I'm going to draft him. So same thing. It just goes back and forth to whatever happened to me last. And what happened to me last was I signed this huge deal. I was assured that this is just going to set the market for a day, and it's going to keep going up. You better get in now. And then I was told that again with Micah. I'm not believing that now. And it's these numbers that, I've just been rehashing my whole history on how much I paid for the Cowboys, and now I'm seeing how much I'm going to pay this guy, and this guy's going to cause a problem in the locker, and this guy was just laying on the thing, and this guy,
No, it got
he doesn't
personal.
fit. And that's why the Dak thing, he Even though he references it every 5 minutes, he kind of probably feels okay with paying Dak that money because Dak bent the knee or plays the game or didn't
kept his mouth shut.
never publicly challenged Jerry Jones.
You know what's funny is so David Mulugeta is Micah's agent. That's Athletes First is the agency. Todd France is Dak's agent, which is the same agency. And I saw some agents last night writing about how, I don't know if any of you all have seen the video, but Dak's agent sat down at some point in like the last 6 months and talked extensively about that negotiation and kind of talked about how they fleeced the Cowboys and how they put them, like they used the Cowboys name against them kind of, and like, here's how we got Jerry where we wanted him to. And this guy was putting forth the idea, he didn't like that. The idea that these guys are like, yeah, here's how we got him to go to this number and we put him in this bind, that Jerry's not the type of dude to forget that. That he knew that and was like, we may lose Micah, but it's not going to be because, there was an overpay on the table that we couldn't match. It's going to be because it was one we wouldn't match. And match is, obviously, the Cowboys were never going to pay Micah that much. And then the other thing, too, TC and I were talking about this last night, the 5 and 4 year thing, the Packers will give you 4, the Cowboys want 5, which is interesting because it used to be the other way around. The player wanted more, the team wanted less, and that seemingly is flipped. But the reason the Cowboys want 5 years and teams like the Packers or the Eagles can do 4 years or 3 years is because they guarantee all that money. That allows them to spread it out. To have like a spread out cap hit, you have to be willing to guarantee that money because it's going to go to the player. The Cowboys don't want to do that. They don't want to be on the hook for anything more than a year or two, on average down the road. And this is why they stay good but not great. They're never pushing enough in. And that's the same sort of deal here. They probably told Micah, we want 4. And he said, well, I'm gonna shop this around.
Do you think the timing of the documentary has anything to do with it?
I can't tell you how much I think it has to do with it.
So that was my first thought.
Yeah.
My first thought yesterday was...
The documentary is a psyop to wreck our season.
I blame this whole situation on Netflix.
It's unbelievable. What's the guy's name? Let's get a hold of him.
He had just sat there watching this documentary, and in every press conference, he waxes nostalgic. He keeps bringing up the Herschel Walker trade. Then people talking about who was really responsible for the Herschel Walker trade. He wants everybody to know that he's the gambler. I do things that people don't think I should do. And look how it turned out. Look at the stadium. Look at the Forbes just yesterday, I think, released again, right? They went up another 27%. They're worth $13 billion now, at least according to Forbes. So he wants credit for being the big deal maker, and watching all these. Wow, I forgot about that crazy press conference I had when I bought the team. And look at this press conference.
I kicked ass.
Let's go have it. You know what? I'm not dealing with all this stuff right now. Let's trade this malcontent. We'll move forward. I'm the guy. I'll have a press conference, and everybody will know who made this deal. This wasn't Brian Schottenheimer, of all things, that pulled the trigger on this. This wasn't Steven. This was me. I made this deal. I made the call right away. You have defied me. You have challenged me publicly. Players don't do that. Players are my friend. You don't just go to war with me publicly. And
it's a pretty crazy. You're spot on. It might seem like a pretty deranged reaction, but every single person in this room would do the same thing if you sat there and watched an 8-hour documentary about how badass you were. You'd come away from it thinking like, I'm God.
But I can trade
Micah Parsons.
It's not a midlife crisis.
I don't know what life he's in. He feels younger than me.
I want to make sure though, like I'm still in the game.
He said it last night, and I wrote about this last week. This is the problem. He's addicted to the juice. He's got to have some action and some skin in the game, and he likes the moment and the sizzle. And I can tell you, as an overly emotional person, it helps to recognize that and be like, I should try to stay away from that. Jerry's like, that's my whole shit. I'm just going to get really emotional, really tied up in the moment, and see how it shakes out. And that's why they drunkenly stumble from decision to decision, and sometimes they end up on one that's somewhat sensible.
And you think that this is that?
I mean, it's a weird deal. I don't – here's what I really hate. They drafted him in 2021, okay? So they're talking about how bad their run defense has been. In 21, they spent the least amount of money on their interior defensive line in the NFL. In 22, they jumped up to 31st. In 23, up to 30th. And in 24, back down to 32nd. The entire time they've had Micah, they've spent by far the least on the rest of their defensive line. They drafted Mozzie. That was pretty apparent that wasn't going to work out of the gate. He's still on the team, but that's one guy. They've drafted no other big one-tech nose tackles. So they've done nothing for their run defense. They get punched in the mouth for 4 years. And somehow they wake up and they're like, this is crazy. We can only rush the passer. We're just going to have to trade the only good player we have on defense to solve this problem. Rather than the second you draft him, you start thinking, we have to be getting guys who can stop the run. We don't need to go draft Sam Williams for the other side. We don't need to go draft Marshawn Nealon in the second round for the other side. Or Donovan Ezeraku in the second round this time, although that one might have been because they thought Micah was leaving. But my point is, they did nothing to help their run defense. It's not his fault. He's fine against the run, but it's not his position. So they did nothing else. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, this is the only solution to this problem. I don't know. You could have, stopped drafting edge rushers or stopped drafting tight ends. There were plenty of times they could have drafted defensive tackles. Plenty of times they could have signed them. They did nothing. And now they're blaming the reason that they get curb stomped by tough teams on the only guy who shows up for them. It's bullshit, in my opinion. That's the part of their backwards logic, retrofitting logic onto this that I don't like. You think Packers are going to be poor against the run? I doubt it.
So the player they got, by all accounts, is pretty good, but declining a little bit, and also 30 years old.
Yeah, 30 in October, and yeah, pretty good in 23. They say he was hurt in 24, but I'd be lying if I told you I knew more about the guy than his PFF grade throughout the years every week when you look is good. But then they haven't had anything like him in a long time.
2 first-round draft picks, which you would think are going to be pretty late round because the Packers, have a young quarterback, have a
Jordan Love injury history?
Game record. Yeah.
It's one of the few things you can root for right now.
It's division, as Nico would say.
That's right.
Going back to when you were talking about, what they should have done was just fire McCarthy, strip that down. That is if we're going to actually be a rebuilder, which when your owner is 82, that's not happening. You're not going to get in rebuilding mode. So whether you believe them or not, they're going for it now. They think this.
Let's just all take our wild prediction shots. When he said last night, hey, we could trade one of these first-round picks. I think the most Cowboy thing, I said this to the Soroys last night, I want him to trade a first-round pick for a running back in week 3.
My first thought was Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Immediately when he said that.
And then probably they'll get back a fourth or a third and they'll get a running back. But, dude, Jerry's feeling himself right now. So he's thinking, can we pour a little gas on this thing? I don't know how much I need these future picks. I don't have a future. So
it's funny how he's the gambler and the deal maker with the first-round pick or the top players on the team, right? He's not making deals for.
That's why it's a mess. He's not interested in negotiating with Maris Leofau.
Right, just when he's talking about, I do all the contracts one-on-one. No, he doesn't. He didn't with Dak.
No.
And it's because Dak initially said, this isn't my game. I play. Talk to the people who do this, and then he did. Or they did. But he only seems to be concerned with it when it is the first-round picks. He wants to say in that.
Yeah.
And negotiating contracts with Dez, with Zeke, with the big names. He'll get in on that. Otherwise, he leaves it to everybody else.
And to Blake's point again, I think the documentary has a lot to do with it. He randomly started talking about how they put cameras in the draft room last night when he was just like, I love the media. Remember, I put cameras in the draft room. The only reason anybody remembers that is because it was on Netflix last week. Nobody's been talking about that for 30 years.
And somehow he thinks he swindled the Packers because he said the Cowboys were not interested in trading Micah Parsons.
Oh,
Like,
he
that's a big media tactic.
Got one on Stephen A. Smith there. He's like, oh, yeah. Like, I'm
Okay, yeah,
fucking
yet he
Wizard
does
of Oz
say,
over here.
hey, we could use one of these first rounds to make a trade.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
so now what are you doing? Are you now snowing the rest of the league because you actually won't trade one of those first rounders?
I just want them to play football. I just
But
want the team to play football and us to watch.
I liked how they were framing it last night, too, kind of like they were trying to make it sound like they traded him for 4 first-rounders because they kept saying, we got 4 first-rounders in the next 2 years.
4 first-rounders, and they also, Jerry was like, these picks, that could turn into 3, 5 players. You're like, are you already making these suck? Like, we could get you, like, tons of thirds for these. Like, the whole sell job is weird. But I don't have to make any sort of, like, am I bailing on the Cowboys decision like I did with the Mavs.
Right.
You're right. That's an entirely different situation.
The only thing is, I mean, it is funny. It'll be a national, like, every game you see.
We're
Even
so
when-
screwed. All we
even
have
when
is
the
each other,
NBA
folks.
shows
This
a
is gonna-
Lakers
this is
game-
going to suck.
When the NBA shows a Lakers game, they'll mention
Micah
he was
Parsons.
26, Micah Parsons. When they, game 1,
There will
Thursday
be a
night.
Luka graphic up there when the Cowboys play the Eagles. We can't escape it.
they're working on it now.
It's going to be horrible. In fact, it's probably animated and
You know
really
what
annoying.
I'll tell you what I hate about, well, many things to hate about the internet, but I don't
Why
like
don't you focus
already.
on the good stuff?
I don't like already seeing
Pedal
Micah
pumping.
Parsons wearing a Packers uniform. Like, what if we wait till he puts one on, take a picture of it, and then put that out?
God, there's a cloud over there. You want to go?
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
jeez,
Give it a
dude.
piece of your
How about
mind.
establish the run guy? Are you with
Let
me?
me get off your grass.
Are you with me?
It's Photoshop.
Photoshop.
What is this magic that you like? He's never been in a Packers uniform.
No, I think the thing we're all, and yeah, that point you just made is that's going to be a tough one. We're about to get a full frontal psychological assault. You know, when you're on calls.
Did you
with
know
your
Clayton
colleagues,
Kershaw
and they're like,
played?
hey, where are you from? Oh, Dallas. Like, oh, damn, dude, you a sports fan? You got another 6 months. They just reset the counter to 0 on the days since.
Did your neighbor come over?
He called me.
Oh,
I bet he did.
that's right. You had a story
That was
yesterday
my
about
first
your
thought.
Packer neighbor.
Is Jake has a flag now?
He offered it. And I'm like, it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm happy he's going up there. I think it'll be fun to watch them ride the roller coaster of the Edge, brought to you by Nationwide Insurance every week, because it's a wild ride.
I have, if you want to talk about differences between Micah and Luka, I have more confidence that Luka will be really great in 3 years than I do Micah.
Well, that's also the curve of performance, right? Luka could be good for, I mean, he's not LeBron, but edge rushers kind of fade by 30, 32, 33, you know. You're not only so many Von Millers out there.
I just don't know if Micah is that hard of a worker either.
I've heard things, but
Even from Micah himself, when he was on that Undertaker podcast, he was talking about when he went to work out in this offseason with Myles Garrett, he couldn't believe what Myles Garrett was doing.
that's not good.
Like he
Don't want to hear that.
Like he's like, oh man, you really do have to. Like he was huffing and puffing. Like he was very taken aback by how hard Myles Garrett trained.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
he does get tagged with breaking down. He also plays a lot of snaps. I feel like that should be mentioned because they ask a lot of him. But the real crushing blow here is that we were all waiting for the debut of the Terrence Parsons and Tad Prescott podcast.
Oh,
that
no.
We had teased so many times. Boy, Micah's brother on Twitter has been an awesome ride over the last couple days.
Really?
Yeah, he's full Johnny Drama, dude. Like, he's just on the internet reading everything, playing Madden against fans and talking trash, planting rumors. It's a different world out there, man. And hadn't heard from Tad Prescott.
I'd like to hear Micah do a podcast.
Oh, I bet that'll be tough to book.
I am
Yeah.
pretty interested. No, not like his
Well,
podcast. I wanna hear-
yeah. I know what you mean. But you have to remember, too, he is Bleacher Report buddies with Jordan Love.
Oh,
C.J. Stroud, too, right? But I think he's
Yes.
done some stuff with Jordan Love. He'll be on with Jordan Love.
so you're better with a Packer trade than the Eagles trade.
For 100 different reasons, but the biggest one, and I think Jerry is defendable on this, trading him in your division is insane. But the NFC, that doesn't factor in for me at all. As he said, they wanted to get a defensive tackle. They had to have somebody who was willing to pay Micah $1 billion. You can't just be scratching people off just because they've, bent you over 3 or 4 times. I actually think that he deserves credit for doing it in spite of that.
Well,
because some teams would be scared off by that. That's a bad way of doing business.
The focusing on a defensive tackle makes me think there's a Luka analogy. Like you are limiting yourself on. Certainly, had you opened up the market,
but let me
before
counter
the draft.
that. The Mavericks were not a bad defensive team when they made the finals. They were good, like really good, especially down the stretch. The Cowboys were verifiably, at one point last year, the worst run defense in NFL history. So Nico, whole cloth out of thin air, being like, it's just because we can't play defense. We're a terrible defensive team when they weren't. The Cowboys actually are.
They can at least,
You know what I was
like
about?
you said before, like making it a defensible sports
Nico
position
tried,
for why.
and everyone was like, no, dude, nuh-uh, we're not buying that.
But when it comes down to both guys, it does seem like it got personal, and that's why both trades were made.
Definitely. I feel like, and everybody's been saying it over the last couple days, but the old heads in the media, I've seen Ed Werder say it a bunch of times, the don't let your money get mad thing. Which is weird because Jerry's the one who I heard that phrase from, and I felt like he does it all the time, like routinely. But that's his advice, and it feels very much like the money got mad here. And one more conspiracy theory as far as why the Packers, another one of my buddies is like, there's no way they weren't trading him to a team they were playing this year. They're going to own like 8 days of media. It's the Cowboys, but Jerry loves it. I don't think that, but
No way.
I don't put anything past them.
Like
at this
they
point.
looked at the schedule and said, I got to trade him
This
to
will
one
be a
of
little
these
bit of a lull. Why don't we pop Micah in here? I mean, what do you think about the locker room? Does it seem to you guys like, man?
No,
Is
and you
everyone's
know
gonna-
what? Do you want to weave in some Jerry audio?
Sure.
Because
Is Julie coming? Is Julie arriving at Whataburger later?
well,
know?
yes.
Unnecessary.
Well, he's the one who was like, whoa.
She is arriving at some point,
Okay.
but she's got stuff going on.
Okay.
So here they were talking. Jerry had said early in the press conference, this is a cut from late, that this was a unanimous decision from the coaching staff. And I think he's going to be asked about that again, and then he will talk about the locker room a little bit.
You had said that it was a unanimous decision to make this deal today.
Yes.
Who was involved in that process?
The entire coaching and the representatives of the entire coaching, as well as our entire front office, everyone that is involved that has an interest in going forward that we counsel with. And as I've told you many times, contrary to maybe something that's written sometimes or what, I really do get huge input and dialogue and opinions from everybody in our organization, and this was unanimous.
Was the leadership council of the players part of that talk?
People that were on it were certainly had commented at points informally because of the fact that we were around the training camp, and we got members that were at training camp that are on that council.
So I don't know who's on the leadership council, but I would guarantee Dak is on the leadership council.
Yeah.
And I would also think he's one of the few guys that probably can just say whatever he wants to Jerry. And that's what I'm taking from that is that Dak, informally, was not pleased with the way Micah was handling his business, and that wouldn't have been upset to see Micah just leave.
It's not surprising. We know that Dak he's like the fully formed Dak now. He's gone through being pissed off. I'll leave if you want me to. I don't care. And I got $60 million a year. He's Teflon. And, yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. If at camp he would have just kind of talking to Jerry, being like, dude, I'm tired of this. You think this
maybe
is
Jerry might have
helping me?
He might have planned in his head, what if we did end up trading him? You think that would just kill this team?
That's
absolutely not.
That's probably exactly how it happened. And as weird as it is for Shoddy, they're not going to fire him after this year. I know you guys want him to, and he could be terrible, but they're not going to fire him after this year. And it's not because he's not. I'm telling you, he's not going to suck. It's because I'm telling you, Jason Garrett was the head coach for over a decade. There is a precedent here. But so for Shoddy, he's looking at it like, this is going to suck on the front end, but this really helps me out. One, I don't have to talk about it anymore. And two, they don't have to say we're rebuilding, but this at least looks like there's a little bit of pressure off of me to get this thing to the Super Bowl right away. What was I supposed to do? You traded Micah Parsons. He's probably pretty pleased about this as well in the long run, because Micah was never going to listen to him. That's a lost cause.
Yeah.
That's not one he's
If he
getting
ever
in the
had
room.
truth serum, he would say there's a guy, because him saying he's an elite friend maker and
teacher,
but I can talk to people and I really know how to, after having a couple dinners and all that, he probably is like, I don't get this guy at all.
No.
I have zero idea what he's about.
Won't break eye contact with me.
Dan would have had a much better chance being Micah's head coach than Brian Schottenheimer. He's never run into anything like that. You can tell.
So
hey, what's up, bud?
We talk about Dak.
Hey, bro.
Like I said, he brings up Dak's contract all the time, and I really believe that contract broke him. He really references it all the time. Had 4 quarterbacks since signed a higher deal, I don't think he'd be saying a word about it.
Agreed.
But
you say to the fan base that looks at this and says they're rebuilding right now?
Well, again, we've certainly got a new coaching staff. And a third of all the players are new. And so obviously there is freshness. We'll use the word new on that basis.
turnover.
But we have the highest paid player in the NFL at quarterback.
Bingo.
And we made that commitment last year, and we're proud we made it. It had everything to do with this decision. Everything.
I'm struggling for a quick analogy here, but it is like nobody made them do that. It is kind of weird to like really go over the top. It's I'll do it, yeah, man. And everyone's like, no, dude, don't do that. He's like, well, yeah, I mean, I did it, so now we got to do it this way. No one was telling you to make him the highest paid by that much. Half your fan base wanted you to let him walk, and now he's like, well, you got what you wanted. It feels manipulative. Doesn't feel honest.
Would you like to hear his reaction? He was asked about, like, Micah's on-field shenanigans last week, or, on the sideline.
Did it bother you at all with the way maybe he carried himself, the laying on the training table during the game, and some of those things like that?
Oh, that's not. That is not. I didn't see it. I saw pictures of that. But
So you did. I didn't see it, but I saw pictures.
Does he think
You did
every
see
time
pictures.
someone ever says I saw something that they were there physically to witness it?
those aren't ways that you that you handle being
Thanks, Steven.
a player and a team concept and the sharpness and paying attention. First of all, ask our Booker, and you can get your butt run over down there if you don't look at what's going on out on the field.
Okay, now he's
Like Lost
deflecting.
Booker because
this is
of it,
irrelevant.
so
That's
Thursday.
not the same thing. But he was saying, yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah, he snuck it
You
in
don't
there.
act like a little baby. And that might have been the time when he called the Packers or called Steven and Will McClay and said, figure out which team, what can make us better now and in the future, or at least kind of we could sell it as good as now in the future. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And that's probably why when his agent did kind of crawl back, but certainly they weren't going to go back to the numbers they had in April. He said, you know what, he's playing this year on the 5th year or he's not playing here.
It's bold.
And I almost would have liked to see this play out to where I wanted to see them come back with a doctor
Sideshow-looking doctor.
Well, yeah, no, Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Doctor.
It's just Dom. Dom with a lab coat on.
Actually, it's the
Big
Eagles
Dom.
team doctor he went to. The second opinion. I almost would have liked to see that because it was getting so wild. But
I wonder
clearly
too,
they realized, that probably would have been too distracting. That probably would have been worse than making this trade and going forward this year.
people, they're human beings. That's not Micah's fault. That's not Jerry's fault. Once the well is poisoned, people are going to act differently. That's how it is. I wonder, my last thing on this is just, is this a Micah thing or is this a generational thing? Like, Micah's definitely like the Zoomer athlete times 10. He's super online, all of that. And Jerry's really, really old. So it's not like every GM that deals with these players is in their 80s. But I wonder, we've seen that, loyalty to the team, as we've talked about, sort of fades over time, whether it was a real thing or just putting on airs before. I wonder if it'll just become more common for guys to be like, I don't care that you drafted me. I want to go somewhere else. Just because I think it'd be fun. Like, I never in a million years could have seen Dez doing this. Because I think Dez knew it's going to be good for me in Dallas. That's where I belong. That's where I have a support system. They'll take care of me. But I feel like Mike is a different generation of player.
But
and I wonder how many, if there are more after him or what.
But also, he was trying to sell everybody on I've been a Cowboy fan forever. Remember, even during the draft, he was dreaming that the Cowboys would pick him, and then they did. And then
That's great. That
wearing the
part's nuts.
star is so important to him. And, and then publicly, you know what? I don't have to have the most money. I do not have to make the most of any defensive player. But then his agent is like, yeah, we do. And then he backed up going, well, okay. Like, I don't know.
He backed himself into a bit of a corner and
it worked out. It's not like he lost and he's not going to. He's making
he's
half
on a
the
better
money now.
team, making more money in a city that probably has a better fan base.
The only thing you can think is maybe when it's -5 degrees in their in the NFC Championship game.
Thank you for your service.
And they're in Green Bay.
I said it. None of y'all did.
Performative.
All right.
Look, the only real sensible ending here is that they make the playoffs again, and he just ragdolls Dak for for an hour.
Oh,
That'd
let me
be
look at the
great.
schedule. Where is that?
I think it's like week 4, right?
Week 4 here.
September 28th.
Yeah.
So they got Philly,
Dub.
Giants.
Chill. Come on.
Giants at home.
We need to move a stream around.
What? Maybe. What would you think? What is the reaction going to be when they lose to the Giants at home week 2? They're 0. I'm just asking right now. Predict
the reaction for something I don't think will happen is an. What do you want me to do? I don't think they're going to be as bad as you guys do. I think everybody forgets that they had a really good season in 23.
How are they going to get to Russell Wilson?
It might be the 3 second-round picks at the edge that they've spent over the last 3 years. Legitimately, dude, for normal teams that don't have an ace, that gets it done. Like, if you're a team that doesn't have Myles Garrett, whatever,
what's the
you draft 3
current
defensive
guy,
ends.
Ezeraku?
And he's a top 25
By all accounts,
grade.
he's been awesome.
He's been awesome in camp. The people that I trust, the draft people, Bob included, were super high on him. He was a steal. And again, now I'm thinking, they kind of knew something was coming when they took him because they already had Sam Williams and Marshawn Nealon. They knew.
They put their trust in Flus. Because even Steven said you can disguise pressure.
You can scheme it up a little bit. That's a real thing. You can't scheme being 340 pounds.
Couple more from the press conference. Then we'll take a little break out here at Whataburger in Grand Prairie.
Meal 2?
Are you ready for meal 2?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Here, Jerry I think, came up with a word.
And so that was on our mind. The minute that we saw that we were quite possibly were going to have an issue about whether or not we could do a contract or not, that gave us time, that gave us imagineering, that couple with...
Okay, so that was the word, of course, the Imagineering they did.
Is
that a word?
I don't think so, but I feel like they use it at Disney World. Like the Imagineers is what they call the people who design their stuff. I love it, actually. Why just be Why just be imaginative? Be both.
And then this is what, one of the many reasons that I think he's been watching that Netflix doc. He's got a little air under his, wings there. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm the gambler. I'm the gunslinger, man. I make deals. I do this. I made that Herschel deal. You think I didn't make that Herschel deal? And he even brings up the Herschel deal here last night.
And I wish him so much success. I don't want him to have success when they play the Cowboys as much as I do want him to have overall success. But Micah Parsons did an outstanding job for us for 4 years. And a little bit of the way Herschel Walker may have had his greatest contribution to the Cowboys, what he brought to us when he left could be a tremendous thing for our fans and the success of this team.
Ring of Honor.
The trade.
Yeah, the trade.
Put the trade
If they're
in the
able to
Ring of
get
Honor.
like a rotation guard and in a slot corner, they can put it right up there.
Because I swear to God, he hasn't mentioned Herschel Walker in the last 5 years.
It's been forever. We haven't talked about it in forever.
But in the last 4
Done
or
and
5
dusted.
press conferences we've saved from him, he mentions it multiple times usually.
And the draft camera, which only came up again in the documentary. I'm telling you, they are being run by him and Jean binge watching this show every night. And she's like, "You were awesome." And he's like, "Fuck, I want it." Yeah. Like, we're just stuck in nostalgia.
Yeah, overall, I think, I wouldn't have done this, but where it led to and where it was and where they were both kind of showing off against each other, and I feel like it's not a terrible, terrible move.
It's not terrible given the circumstances they created for themselves.
Yeah.
But I would say they could have avoided this. There's millions of ways they could have avoided it. And we could spend all day on this, but they could have signed him after 23. When he says he went to them and tried to do it.
Well,
they don't even really want to talk about that because that would have required them doing something early, which doesn't end up in the news cycle.
But for them to sign him after 23, they would have had to also done Dak and CD at the correct time.
Yes.
Because right then they were
talking
dealing
about a plan.
They were dealing with Dak and CD.
And then Zach
I mean,
Martin.
sometimes they do guys way ahead of time. They used to do Romo ahead of time all the time.
Romo's in the white shirt crew, though. He's in the Italian vacation crew with Witten. You think Witten ever had to
Sit
grovel?
and wait.
I don't think so.
All right, well.
How's Jason Witten doing, Blake?
He's good.
As a high school coach?
Yeah, he has a really good team in Argyle.
They won state last year, right?
Did they? I saw where his kid is like a top recruit, obviously.
Who was in 9th grade when we went and saw him that year, Dan. But they had to play him because they only had like 30 kids.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
Is this kid awesome?
His name is Cooper, so I would assume.
Ah, and hilarious.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
And hilarious.
Do we have a few car trays left still?
I think we have 4 left.
4 left.
Wow.
Okay.
What a day. Hey, Courtney's here.
So if you are actually tuning in on the tube, are we on the tube today?
We're on the tube.
Red tube?
Oh, shit. Jeez.
I think we're blocked.
I hadn't thought about that one in a long time. Great pull.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, is the HVAC guy and the construction guy going to fight or what?
Are they here?
I don't know.
HVAC guy's here.
Okay.
Oh, he left.
Oh,
So
look at
the
how
gorilla left.
smugly he said that.
He saw Travis.
He
He's
left.
Like, you know what? I'm not ready for that. All right, you want to? Okay, so on today's program, we do have the monthly business review. Are we doing that?
Whoa.
Let's do it.
Julie said she's going to stop by and hang out.
Somebody just WNBA fanned Blake's in
Oh, I'm
VR.
aware. I was choosing to
Yay.
ignore it, but thank you for bringing it up and bringing it to light.
Just make sure.
And can I promote the Dumb Zone Knockout League? How do people get involved in that, Blake? We have well over 100 who have joined, but
Yeah, we're creeping up on 200. You can go to knockout.dumbzone.com, or we have a tab on dumbzone.com that'll take you there.
Efficiency.
there you go. All right, let's take a little break here at Whataburger in Grand Prairie. We should say the Bush and Pioneer Parkway. So don't
you,
go.
Whataburger.
Don't go wherever Jake is sending everyone else.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
All right, we're here at Whataburger in Grand Prairie, which is on the Bush and Pioneer Parkway. And I believe there's literally one car tray left. And it has scratches on it, says Clayton.
You weren't supposed to say that.
Why?
It's in immaculate shape. Come get it.
Gently loved.
There we go.
But we're going to be here till afternoon because Jake wants to make sure he eats lunch as well here. So if you want to come by Whataburger in Grand Prairie, please do so. What are we promoting? What's the big item?
Got a bacon Wrangler double. Got some crispy onions, strings, a little chipotle aioli. And also the Dr. Pepper Blackberry Shake.
You gotta love where aioli's at, right?
We're loving where sauce in general is headed, but garlic aioli, aioli mayonnaise. Huge year for the aioli space.
I would like to try the Dr. Pepper Blackberry Shake.
Man,
I'm
that's
just
awesome
saying
for
that
you.
in the air, wondering.
Hold on. Let me turn the speakers up.
I don't have a
Just
Dr. Pepper
order people around.
Blackberry Shake right here. I would like to see it there.
Thinks it's just gonna fly over to him with some angel wings and
I'm just
land right in
mentioning-
front of you.
with its top off.
That if there was a Dr. Pepper Blackberry Shake right here, I would like that.
Wait, no one's
I just want you to know.
No one's moved yet.
Good.
He thinks he's a prince.
Good.
Oh, there goes Marv.
I'm just mentioning. You don't have to buy me a shake.
Wes just bought a sit-in. Now he's
They're
gonna
gonna
buy
walk
a
over.
shake.
They're gonna walk over.
He's having to
gosh.
spend BVB's money.
Yeah, no doubt.
On your milkshakes.
I was just hoping, like, once.
That's no good.
Like, I thought maybe while she was here at a show that Jasmine would ever listen to our show, but apparently
She didn't even hear that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing?
So you wanted her to not only listen but then buy you a milkshake?
Well,
We're asking a lot.
bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
I expect to be
That's
given
awesome.
things, not to have to pay for things. You got to understand
I've noticed.
what it's like to be in this world. It's not easy. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Julie Dobbs.
Yep.
Julie Jobs.
By the way, if you guys are wondering what it's
Hi.
like to run a business with Dan and with Julie, the line of humor he just did, you don't know how hard it is to be a man. While funny, not always needed on calls with several people, some of which are women.
Yeah, that happened
They
yesterday.
don't all know your bit.
Look at Marv.
They
Oh.
don't all know your bit.
How did this happen? I have a Dr. Pepper Blackberry Shake here, Whataburger Dr. How
And
did
see,
that
this is
happen?
why he can keep doing it.
He just ignores it.
It works.
And gets a shake. People bring him whatever it is that he speaks into the ether.
I was doing a self-evaluation in a post-game show after our business call
I
yesterday.
left you alone. I felt like the player just needed to sort through it in his own head. Didn't need to hear from coach or teammate. I'm just like, that's it.
But I thought,
he knows what just happened.
Yeah, no. Like, look, you want
You want Dan
You want Big Man?
You want
baby.
the dumb zone, you get the dumb zone, even
you're
on
gonna-
business calls.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're going to
There's
talk
no
about
off switch for Dan McDowell.
I could not
how ladies
turn
need
my
to
camera off quick
Oh
enough.
my gosh.
be barefoot and pregnant. Isn't that fun? No?
Why are you even on this call, ma'am? Shouldn't you be in the kitchen?
It was
How did you turn on your...
it was walking
How
up
did you
to
turn
that.
on Zoom? Did you have to ask your
I
husband?
see you're in your car. That's even more advanced. Very impressive, woman.
She was having fun with me. I think her and I...
Oh, yep.
when we lose the account. I know it's my fault.
That was fun.
You know, one more thing on Micah, and then we can move on. I have one more thing on Micah.
I've moved on in general.
That's impressive.
But it is just when you look back someday or even today, you do have to marvel at the fact that you could, in this one sports market, you would have these two. They say generational talent. It's because you want to, oh my gosh, this is the kind of guy I want to wear the uniform their whole life. When you have Dirk early and you know it. When you have Cal Ripken early, whoever it is these names that you want to associate with your franchise, that you could screw it up so royally to where not even right when they're kind of maybe hitting their prime, they're gone. Like, it is incredible. Like, when I can see the Jerry hemming and hawing on Dak's contract. You weren't quite sure. They had a good year, bad year. He needed a lot of great. He's not Mahomes. He's not ever in that top 5. Okay, we'll hem and haw about that one. We might even Kirk Cousins ourselves into some franchise tags. With a guy like Micah, right away. Like, right away. When am I able to? Let's get it done right now so we know we have that forever. The same, obviously with Luka. When they are able to do this, we're not going to mess around. Like Cuban, he knew it. Like, right away, I'm signing him.
I mean,
like, now the Mavs were like,
I'm just gonna ask you to stop.
What about this
I'm asking you to
Supermax?
stop talking.
All right.
Because
I'm just looking at
if I think about it too much, I mean, there's lots of reasons you watch sports. There's lots of reasons you get into sports. But a pretty big one is you're, like, waiting for the lottery numbers to come up for guys like Micah and Luka. So I don't really want to think about the fact that twice we hit that lottery because you're not going to hit it twice again. The Mavericks are not going to have a player of Luka's caliber and Micah's caliber at the same time again while I'm alive. So, yeah, that's the part of it I don't like thinking about, is that a truly once-in-a-lifetime thing of having two guys like that in the same city who are in the same age and want to play here, you don't get that. You just don't get it, and it's gone. So, I don't know what you want me to say.
We had our next decade mapped out.
I know.
It was.
Dude, I'm down so bad I tried watching baseball this year. I get it. I'm grasping. I don't know what I'm going to do. But the Cowboys, I think, will be entertaining, and, they're just not going to be as exciting. And it's all because everything has to come with a side of BS. How's the shake, brother?
This Dr. Pepper Blackberry shake is amazing.
Wow. We love to see it.
I've never had this before. This is only available for a limited time, as I understand.
Yeah.
So,
enjoy it. Just arrogantly
soak it in.
Sipping on. Is there anything more condescending than sipping a milkshake?
What do you mean?
It's not you. I'm serious. That is just very.
I don't know. He ate a grilled cheese last time we were here.
What does that mean? Why are you criticizing me for eating food?
Yeah, where's your little grilled cheese? Put it in your little backpack?
There's an empty spot here where there could be a
grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese with a tomato on it, but there's not.
So what do you want to do?
I want to do a monthly business review. It's the very end of the month. Next week, we're going to be kind of full into football once the week starts. The week starts Tuesday, right? We have some kind of holiday, Monday. So, yeah.
It's that time of the month. It's time for the Dumb Zone's monthly business review. And now, the king of all note takers, here's Blake Jones.
Yay!
Yay, Blake.
Thank you, voice man. Subscription numbers, we're down.
What?
We're down in the month of August.
I love it.
But we did balloon
Just for
up
the
in
paid subbies?
Grind.
We ballooned up in July, and since June, we're still up 15.
15.
So the number just corrected a little bit, but I think we're all in all, we're doing great.
I'm not that focused on this.
This paid subbies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we've.
I would like to. Can we track like the YouTube and the? No, really. I want because we always want more people. We tell people to go sign up. In fact,
I'm not
I think,
laughing at you based on the idea of metrics. I was just laughing on the question of can we track YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, like I want to know.
I send it
can
to
you track
people.
the Apple? We can tell right now. So tell us, are we up on the Apple?
We're up on the Apple.
Oh, all right. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear up. You don't tell me down. Tell me up.
I'm just being honest. This is the monthly business review.
I didn't ask for honest. I asked for up.
Yeah, business is honest, Dan.
Okay. So this is just the paid subbies, so you don't find any value in the imps.
What are we doing?
No, imps matter, for sure.
Imps truly matter.
They do.
Let's go with bad bits. I'm really glad Julie is here for this one. We mentioned this on the show recently, but Julie, recently, a lady had missed her high school prom, I think because her parents were a little too strict at the time, missed her prom, and instead, here recently, for her 65th birthday, threw herself a prom.
Okay.
Don't say it.
Hadn't thought about it when she was 30 then?
Or 40 or 50.
No, busy kids and
Grinding
stuff.
away at her until she was 60 years old.
Yeah.
She had to go have a prom.
I thought more about the great point I made the other day.
Okay.
Is that what you were thinking about late at night, tucked into your bed?
Way worse than sipping a milkshake.
Great point
we are
today.
just not ready for the gender reveal Instagram generation of women to turn 60 or 50. Or it's going to be insane.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Like if you had a gender reveal party and you're a female, I don't think that we can just have a chill time for your 40th birthday. You're going to have to go to like Bezos space and have a party there.
You didn't do gender reveal, did you? Like
not,
a party?
No, not a party. We had
big event, film it.
With my son, who was our firstborn, we slapped the hockey puck and it exploded.
Of course.
Blue
So you did.
Blue or
Yeah, but
pink.
it's just for them,
But it was
though.
just for grandparents.
Doing it for your...
Still, that's the thing.
No. Cut off. I say the problem is doing it for the show and look at me and look how cool. Do whatever you want in your own house. Like, that's just a bit with your kid.
Yeah.
Filming it and putting it out there.
You filmed it.
It's on my phone. I don't think it's really ever even gone anywhere.
Well, but why couldn't you just call him and tell him?
Call who and tell him? The baby that wasn't born yet?
Your grandpa.
Oh.
Or whoever you hit a hockey puck for.
Well, Grandma was there, and I'm really glad we have that moment, Dan, because
you couldn't just tell her?
God, so she's dead.
Well, what if you just verbally told
and I'm
her?
glad that she was there and that we celebrated as much as we possibly could
What
while
if you
she
verbally,
was with us.
while she was there, you just talk? Why do you got to do
Well,
a bit
then what do you
with a
do
hockey
with the
puck?
rest of your time? You got to have some activity with the in-laws in town, right?
I thought you loved her so much that you're all broken up. She's dead, and now it's like, oh, I didn't want to spend
Why
too
are
much
you
time with her.
entertaining him? Why are you patronizing him?
Because this is what we do.
Just let it go. Why didn't Dan do the show from home today? I don't know. Get out and do stuff.
Because I had to have a Dr. Pepper
There you go.
blackberry shake at Whataburger. This thing is unbelievable.
It's a horrible bit, Blake.
I wonder if you can have...
I think Julie is saying
I'm
it's not.
defending her a little bit in
Horrible
this. If you're turning 60, you're dealing with so much crap in your life as a 60-year-old
Oh,
woman.
yeah. Nobody makes it
You
to 60.
are.
What
You've
a
survived.
centenarian.
You've survived menopause. You've raised kids. You can do whatever the hell you want. If you want to have a prom birthday party, you go for it, sister. I never have sistered anybody, but it felt cool. You go for it, sister. You have that prom birthday party. Why not?
Horny-year-old, 72-year-old guys putting GHB in the LaCroix. He's like, you said you wanted a prom, huh?
All right, let's do this.
Things Dan
I
and
forgot we're
Jake
still at
want.
Whataburger.
We're still at
Whataburger,
Whataburger.
161 in Pioneer Parkway. Things Dan or Jake want.
Stay here.
There was a lot. Let me give you this one. Dan wants to make a Twitter account that outs people who park poorly.
Was told, I don't know if I forwarded this to you or not, but there's certainly an ample amount of Reddit pages for you to participate in.
Yeah.
You have a community of people who come together and shame others for their enjoyment.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a YouTube page or a Twitter account, but I want to have a place. Did I tell you my other idea? Have I told you guys my idea about the
You got a hot
bathroom
one?
rating?
No, let's go. Okay.
I like it already.
I have a great idea. I just have to start doing it. I want to go to different places like Whataburger, like Fox 4, wherever you go to the public restroom, and I want to rate it based on how much soap comes out of the thing, if it's touchless or not. Because you ever go to one of those touchless soap things that goes, It's got a little tiny.
Yes.
And so you got to put your other hand under it, and then you do it again. Like you have to do 4 things. Same thing with the touchless towel dispenser.
Yep.
Like I think the one at Fox will be like, here's 3 inches, and you pull on, and then you got to.
Yeah, it's wet, so it's all crumpled up.
But
That's
I think
gross.
there's a way in those machines you can set it for you get a foot or a foot and a half, and like I love those. So you're going to get a positive rating,
Right.
if your thing does that.
It's probably like proportionate to how well your business is doing.
If your
right?
if your
you have a
bathroom
good month, you
only
make a lot of money.
has-
You're like, well, let's give them another inch.
If your bathroom only has the air dryer, that really lowers your rating.
It's woke.
Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, you want to have the paper towel choice.
Yeah. Because you end up walking out like this, and then you're rubbing it on your shirt. Anyway,
I very much
mark that down. Great idea.
I enjoy the idea. It is a great idea. I'd watch the series, but it would be very foreign to me because I am learning. The more time I spend around you, I am basically feral. Like, there's not a bathroom I walk into where I'm like, what's bad or good? I'm just like, whatever.
That's not just
I
because
wipe
you're
my-
around me.
I wipe my hands.
You're
when
a
like,
disgusting.
Oh, there's just air. I wipe my hands on the cloth that I wear every. You got rags all over you.
Those are not rags.
But you're
Those
trying to
are
act like
clothes.
I'm the weirdo.
No,
you're the weirdo that can think every bathroom is like a palace.
I mean,
it's not.
It doesn't.
There is a rating.
All you need
Some
is
are
the
worse.
throne. Yeah.
I can't identify. But I would
Don't
watch
wipe
it.
your hands on your clothes, please, for the love.
Why?
Just because they're clothes. I might have somebody in my family that does this, and it's now being passed down to the next generation.
I don't understand. You're just walking around with.
So you'll be walking around with jeans with like little hints of mustard on them.
Yeah.
Maybe a little ketchup, some crumbs, and you just go on with your life, and then you don't wash the jeans because we know that jeans are something that don't get washed often.
Wipe your hands off like on the back of your pants. Then nobody will know.
That's so gross.
Yeah, I do that. Much like the Blackberry Shake, I think Dan wanted to speak this into existence. On August 21st, Dan wants to see the Matrix at Cosm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't that happen? Didn't we see?
Somebody did,
Okay,
and I
yeah.
said I want to do that too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Dan wants a half shirt.
Like a crop top?
Came up again the other day.
Well, that's a joke.
Schimmel?
I can't show my big fat belly.
Come on.
Come on, bud. You're looking lean.
Aw, Dan.
I was looking at where to get
Look
you
at him.
one.
Dan.
Yeah. And then Jake wants a book written about Zeke's return season to the Cowboys.
That's not a joke. I feel like somebody could write, because there was obviously a lot going on there. He was not coming to work. He was late every day. They're suspending
Oh, that's right.
him.
They ended up cutting him.
Yeah, they suspended him for the first half, or maybe he stayed home from Chicago.
Atlanta.
And then there was a lot, dude.
That's funny.
There was a lot.
I was thinking about Zeke yesterday and like if he was still a Cowboy or not. I really was.
Well, this time last year, he was.
What's happening with that guy?
He was running through the gauntlet drill out at camp, and it smacked him in the nuts, and he fell down. I was like, oh! Very funny end to a career.
So I talked to the same lady. She's probably about 65. She works at the gas station where I get my coffee of the day at. And I told her I was going to Cowboys training camp, and she says, "Oh, how's Zeke doing?"
Yep.
How did you answer that question?
I said he was great. I didn't have time to explain.
Right,
well,
yeah.
like, his yards per carry was way down.
Kind of really dependent on the offensive line he had.
Yeah,
Scheme,
just-
not really versatile.
He's still going to go in the Ring of Honor, but it's cool. It's cool.
Time capsule.
All right, time capsule. A couple Cowboys things here. First, really good one from Dan. Says Trayvon will get hurt at some point in the season, and he'll say the Cowboys rushed him back early.
Yeah. I bet he's going to be a real fun customer
Yes.
for the next little handful here. That'll be nice.
Jake says the Cowboys will start 9-3. Kind of like last year when you said, or both of you made a bet that they'd start 5-0.
That's 100% not true.
And here is Dan's grilled cheese with a tomato on it.
No.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Who's doing that? Who's enabling this monster?
Marv, of course it's Marv.
Come
Oh,
on,
you got
man.
cinnamon bug bites? Would you get a kid's meal over
Is this
there?
a kid's meal?
You don't deserve that.
You want the bug bites?
Heck yeah, I can take those home.
Thanks, Marv.
Everything goes to a snack for the kids. Anything I can put in my bag that I can have a snack. Look.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, I took it out. I have a box of Rice Krispies in here right now.
Wait, what were we just talking about? Oh, I didn't say 5-0. Wasn't that
Last
just
year.
I did. I bet.
I thought it was just
Last
Dan.
year.
I know Dan did.
It was the Browns year, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually put a bet on it. Yeah, I was going to really cash in. They almost got there.
No, they lost the second game.
Well,
In the
they were
third.
4-1 then.
I mean, obviously, we're amongst friends here, so I don't mind bringing it up. But one thing we haven't talked about is, like, when I was in the Hab was when they were giving up 400 yards on the ground a game. And I would kind of only be allowed to watch those games, like maybe 30 minutes of them. You'd pop back in, and it's just like, are the Saints up 28-3?
Yeah.
Like, and the next week it's just Baltimore 31-7 or something. It was the most brutal stretch of football I think they've ever played.
You had Eddie, though.
I did have Eddie.
Well, Dak must have been hurt then. And
No, that's when he was playing.
well, then Micah had to be out. You can't
was
give
playing.
up 44 points to the Saints if Micah Parsons is rushing the passer, right?
Maybe losing Dante Fowler? I don't know. It was a bad stretch.
Dan wanted this written down because on August 4th, Jake says he doesn't regret the pool. And Dan says one day this will change.
It's a very...
You owning a pool.
It's an odd thing to... You're acknowledging that there's going to be a negative side of it. But you're not saying that will make it a neutral thing. Like, I'm getting so much positive now. I know it's going to suck later, but this is great.
You're right, though. I did get a lot of positive.
It's got to be frustrating to look at every day.
If I didn't have those years of... we would go in the pool every single day. I'd get off work, be home by 4 o'clock.
Dude, and even
I'm
from
in the pool at 4:05.
From an established the run guy standpoint,
For years.
I know that we're paying for the maintenance. I know we paid for the pool, but in my head, saving money somehow.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to take them somewhere. It's a
That
zillion
pool,
degrees.
I'm Jerry. That pool is Dak making $60 million. I'm just looking at it because it was great when he was making $700,000 a year.
Now it just pisses you off, and everybody.
And I was gaining extra on that.
Right.
Yes, and
your
now
kids
I'm
are
just,
like, your kids are like, we didn't have anything. You're like, you had a pool.
That's
Look
right.
at it.
I didn't know your pool's making you sad, friend.
It's just a beating to deal with right now.
A lot of guys say
Yeah.
that, like when their kids are older. they're
And
just
no one
like,
wants to go in with me.
Oh,
Did we just get to the bottom of this?
Yes.
So I can't go
that
swimming.
needs to
Damn,
be the
dude,
next remote. Have
Just
all
go
your friends
swimming
over.
Yeah, why
alone.
don't you guys come
Go
over and swim with Dan?
Let's go swimming.
Come have a
with
swim with Dan. Yeah. There we go.
Do some races, play some Marco Polo. There's all kinds of fun pool activities we can
All right,
do.
I'm looking at
Dan.
the Cowboys' schedule from last year.
Yeah, I bet you are, because you just accidentally said out loud, the problem is no one will come swim with me.
Right back to the Cowboys schedule
I think they could probably come out.
Hold on, I'm looking at the Cowboys' schedule from last year.
with his grilled cheese.
And yeah, they were 3-5, so I almost got to 5-0. Of course, then they lost 5 in a row after being 3-5. So Dak gets hurt. They were 3-5 under Dak. So the next week they play Philly, and this just looks really comical. So they lose 34-6, and the ESPN thing will list high passer, high rusher, high receiver. You know, so isn't that funny to look at? When you look at the leading rusher game one was Zeke with 40 yards.
Hard fought 40, buddy.
It would
End
take
zone.
4 games for the Cowboys to be able to best that mark when Rico Dowdle went off for 46.
Why are we doing this?
Well, no. What's funny
What's
is
happening?
the week after Dak, so against Philly, leading the team in passing was Cooper Rush with 45 yards. How do you have 45 yards in the air?
Well, the sun. That was the sun game.
45 yards?
We-
What about the garbage time?
We streamed that game.
What about
It was
when
rough.
they're not trying in the fourth quarter?
Still
That's when
couldn't-
he couldn't even
No.
complete a pass then.
Did we run for 300 yards?
Let's see.
No.
Leading rusher was Rico Dowdle with 53. Oh, but the
Almost
leading
had 100 yards
receiver,
of off.
the leading receiver was Jake Ferguson. He hauled in 24
Does this make
yards.
you guys
of
feel
passing.
good? There's a new season. What does this have to do with anything?
That's true. It's a new season. You're right.
It's a good reminder, though, that we just shouldn't care.
What?
All right, let's move on.
Jump spins.
Kemp spins. You're up to 556. 6 new ones in the month of August. Reminder: there's kimspin.com if you want to take a random spin on the Kimspin wheel.
Random spin. Meat spin.
A couple uniques here. Christian Slater.
This was a good one because I feel like Dan was proud of me. It was an early 90s pool, but Christian Slater got arrested for biting somebody, and that was a note that followed him around for a long time. A fairly deranged thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like photographer
Like
or
if you
something?
got in a fight.
Paparazzi?
I think it was, yes.
I feel like you can't bite past age 5. Like if you're little and you're just figuring out life, that's okay. Beyond that, and you bite someone,
Biting, spitting.
right?
That's,
Anything mouth involved.
That's way worse than punching.
When you're mad at somebody, come on, man.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Well, I think I messed it up, right? I can't remember anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's actually Daniel
It's the guy from
Kaluuya,
Get Out.
Which they're
Well, okay.
They're both in it.
The
but
main
yes.
character from Get Out.
Yes. I believe Daniel Kaluuya is the one that, am I saying that right? Who
We don't know.
got like a life coach, which
Yeah.
is a girlfriend, which is kind of like a shaman. Think like the guy on Silicon Valley who had his little, I don't know what you call those people, but Sherpa type. But he doesn't really act all that much anymore. And apparently, if you deal with him, you deal with her. And that's the level I want to get to. Where I just have some religious figure woman that I'm following around. She's living off of my wealth to spread her curious religious message.
And trademarking things
Interesting
around
goal.
a...
I start wearing robes.
Does she make jewelry?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You realize that this woman, Bill Belichick's girlfriend, is setting you guys back like 100 years.
All of us?
Yeah.
We don't claim every woman. I don't claim her.
You're not proud of her a little bit?
I mean, she's banking.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. When they get exposed, it's like mask off for
there's
Micah.
that. All the pressure's off. Just
Of course that.
float
They love
around,
it.
follow him around.
She's their hero.
Finally, Bob Barker.
I mean, I know he used to like put up Wilt like sex numbers. I think he used to say that during like Price is Right tapings, it'd be a dozen a day or something.
I've written here
What?
a poon hound.
With the models?
What you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a lot of Roseannes this month.
Wow. Yeah.
Let me just roll through them. Alec Baldwin, Johnny Damon, David Justice, Patton Oswalt,
Ooh.
Buck Showalter, Don Vito, and Lou Piniella.
It was that. That is a.
We
big,
don't even do Lady Roseannes anymore.
Well,
They've
we
all
had
been
one-
exposed.
I think we did the female
because they
Empire.
all got
Jen-
the fat shot.
Jen Paywall, Jen Pawal, Yawal.
Oh, the umpire.
Yeah. I think we have a website for Roseanne too. Roseanne's too.
We got a lot of ancillary websites.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out
For no reason.
Check out thebumbzone.com.
Yeah. Things that are back: the presidential fitness test.
Oh. So I went to my trainer yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you do pull-ups?
I did. Way better than Clay Trout. Like
That's not saying much. But
so no, but my trainer was laughing at Pete Hegseth's.
Oh
Jump
no!
spin.
Oh no! So sorry.
Pete, because he said, "Oh yeah, I saw that," and he was doing like tiny little. So Clay Travis, his bar was right at like forehead level, and then he'd just jump up for like one.
really weird. Knees
And-
up.
But I guess Pete, my guy, was criticizing. First of all, he was saying RFK was kicking ass.
It's
like,
tough to deny. That
he's
man's
71.
Not, he's no snack. That's an entree.
He's doing the fist forward. That's a tougher pull up than this.
That's okay.
You're
Bicep to back.
Yeah, if you're doing kind of bicep pull-ups, that's easier. That's the kind that Hegseth was doing.
No.
And he was doing like a...
No, because Clay wasn't even doing that, was he? Clay has his hands going the right way.
Right.
Hegseth flipped his grip.
Yeah, Hegseth was right next to... And he was doing
Outta
this.
here.
Like real quick. But he was also trying to do 50
That's a
in
chin-up,
5
not
minutes.
a pull-up.
Right.
Bro.
Things
Yeah,
that are
he
back.
just basically
okay,
just jumped up.
These are tough guys.
Midland Lee is back.
Boo, yeah. Dude, if they played yet? Did they play tonight?
Probably tonight.
I know a bunch of teams played last night. That's going to be
Yeah.
very lit.
And
Do you think
You know,
there's
the
anyone...
locals are very fired up to get to have their Confederate hero back.
Do you think there's anyone at Richland who is proposing we become the rebels again?
There's no question. But I like to think we're maybe a little I don't know, and I don't care. As I'm realizing, don't care.
And apparently Yeezys are coming back as well.
Boy, Dan came in real hot with that one day, and I was like, okay.
I like to tell you what's back.
Everyone's looking to you to find out what's cool. That's true.
I did see some lady last night who appeared to be like media member of note, college football person, and I don't think she was like some lefty, whatever, but she was an A&M fan, and she's like, am I the only one who feels kind of weird about playing Power now? Like the guy has a song where the chorus is just like avowed Nazi like slogans. It's a tricky spot because it's a great stadium song.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look.
I know, but there are
here's the
some.
deal.
It's just a great song.
Listen,
yeah, great
I
song
know.
is a great song no
They
matter
let
what
Ga-
else
they
you've
let
done.
Gary Glitter cook in the NHL for 4 decades after he was arrested in
And
God
you
knows
should.
where.
Shouldn't you?
I don't. I feel like somewhere there's a.
Like a good song is a good song.
But they wouldn't
Like John Lennon, you've said before, he's smacking around
Yeah, but
his
he
wife.
doesn't make good songs.
That's your opinion. It is tough. I was watching a kids show
Look at him.
the other day, and they like did a whole little. It was Sing, but like a Halloween version. It was all set to Thriller, and it was for kids, and it made me think along these same lines. I'm like, can we do that? Like, can kids sing Michael Jackson?
It feels a little weird. Like to do a kids bop of Michael Jackson feels.
Yeah.
Or you'd rather have him sing Michael Jackson than actually be with him.
Sure.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Midland Lee played. I think.
But also, once he's dead, is that different too? Can you be like, okay, we're cool with this?
I think it helps a little bit.
I think it helps.
Mm-hmm.
The question would have been, what if Hitler did a really hit song? Like a really good one.
gosh.
Like, what if he wrote...
Just like written by one of those Swedish producers who just nails every pop song.
But what if he wrote Happy Birthday?
And it's great for bands. It's great for stadiums.
Yeah.
It's great for karaoke. It just plays everywhere. There's a birthday version of
And you're
it.
like, art and artist. You got to separate it.
That'd be too much. That'd be too much.
He wrote it in the bunker.
Oh, gosh. Dan.
Let's do this.
Jake has a buddy.
I think Midland plays Allen tonight here.
Oh, wow.
Here? At Whataburger?
You want another one?
I shouldn't.
Yeah, you got to eat your grilled
you
cheese
did those.
first.
You did all those
I got to eat my
pull-ups.
grilled cheese first.
Okay, this is a big month for Jake Has a Buddy. Let me just roll through
What a
these.
great
Aw,
shake.
good job, Jake. Lots of buddies.
I don't know, Julie.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Maybe they can go swim with Dan.
Yeah. If nothing else, we get out of here today with Dan having a couple of pool buddies.
These are Jake's words, not mine. Jake has a buddy who would brag about how long it took him to crank his hog.
Oh, dear.
It's a weird brag. You've probably
I
all
don't know
known
why
a guy like
y'all were
that.
talking about it.
It's like,
but
who
you
are you
said
trying
it.
to impress? Who's like,
Dude.
oh, man, that's awesome of you.
Do guys talk about this stuff?
No, but every guy group, we don't really have one because I feel like you can avoid them. But
Filter him out.
there's a guy in every guy group that's way too into his own like conquests or his feeling of his conquests.
Feels the need to share his experiences.
Yeah.
Do women?
And maybe if I
No.
could conquest anything, I'd be that guy. I don't know.
I know.
You
But
know?
there's guys.
Like, there's
we-
always a guy that'll fire his shirt off to play shirts and skins, and you're like, I might do that if I was hot.
There's guys we've worked with at the ticket, me in particular on the weekend, because in the weekend you got no clue what you're running into. It could be a guy you've never met before, and we had weekend guys you'd all know, who just would not stop talking about having sex.
Oh my gosh.
And they weren't guys that you'd be like, boy, that's but he's killing it with the ladies.
Like maybe he just experienced it for the first time or something.
Just really
Was
into
just
talking
very
about
excited.
it.
Yeah.
Jake has a buddy who's mad his uncle didn't call him on his birthday. Jake has a buddy whose kid plays football and there's a
Wait.
fight at every game.
Can we back up to the uncle?
We were all talking one time about, like, I got some whiskey tango, like, my family's,
Yeah.
there's just a lot of drama. And we were talking about it one time, and a buddy of mine who had, like, an idyllic upbringing was like, I know, like, a couple years ago, we were like 18. He's like, my uncle didn't even call me on my birthday, but he's kind of the black sheep of the family, you know? And I'm like, dude, no one knows where my uncles are. Like, they've been, I don't know. People who don't know real family mess are funny to me.
Yeah, it's funny, like, just observing over time. When you're a kid, you get all the birthday stuff, right? And then it's kind of like, at what age do you stop getting presents? Do you stop getting calls? Do you stop getting texts from your family members? Like, there's certain members of family. Maybe they give you $50 for your birthday every year, and then it's like you turn 18 and it just stops. You're like, where's my $50? I don't know what that age is, but I hope to, if I were to be able to make some goals and list my wishes and dreams here on your show as you guys do, it would be to be a family member that gives my nieces, nephews, and grandkids $50 for every birthday until they're 50.
Dude, my grandma, my dad's mom, was exactly like that, and she was like my best friend. And then she got the cancer, and she started giving us more.
Yep.
Like on whatever date, and I'm like, you know, I feel really bad about this. I would tell her, I'm like, give me $100 now, like just randomly. And I'm like, I feel really guilty about this. And she was basically like, you're a pussy. I'm dying. Like, take the money.
Yeah.
You're a 19-year-old kid. Like, I know you party. I know you're out there having fun. You need this money. What do you think I'm going to do with it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm dying. And
See,
I kept the letter she wrote me, and it was awesome.
The grandmas, that's normal. But Julie saying, I'm going to give money to my nieces and nephews.
I don't have very many of them.
Still, just seems a little weird.
I haven't started this yet. I have to get to the tax bracket where I can actually start this, and then I'm going to keep going until they're 50.
I feel like you can only do that if you don't have kids.
But are you going to adjust your $50 gift with inflation, or no? Is it going to remain $50?
Tariffs?
Well, some of them are in Canada, so I'm saving money there.
How old are your kids?
My kids are 10 and 7.
Okay, what is the going rate for Tooth Fairy these days?
$2.
2.
I'm holding strong. I'm not going to go 5 like a lot of parents I know. Some even go 10.
I think we went 5 on the first one.
Yeah, we did 5 for the first one and then brought it back down to 2.
I also put a little, like, piece of candy. Something,
It's a whole thing. It's very stressful.
Yeah, that doesn't seem healthy for promoting tooth awareness.
Okay.
My tooth's gone, man.
RFK.
Let's just do 2 more of these. Jake has
As he sucks down a black DC's pointing out.
Jake has a buddy whose dad passed suddenly in the past year, and he had to drive his dad's truck that says enact term limits now.
DC saw the photo, and he was telling us the story the other day.
And then Jake has a buddy who has a kid in 8U soccer, and their team name is Dude Perfect FC.
It's so much worse than that. I told you guys more off the air, but I don't know. It's the luck of the draw with you sports coaches. I'm sure my team can't stand me, too.
And then just a few notes from the show, and we'll
Shut
end with a
up.
Dear Julie submission. Shortened words for the month, Tissy for rotisserie chicken.
Oh, my God. That was great. Guy in line at Walmart.
That's
Babe,
great.
grab a tissy.
We've got
Why does it sound dirty?
We've
I
got
guess I know why.
Misto for misdemeanor.
Yep, saw that on like next door.
goodness.
Stolen bike. Is this a misto?
And imps.
Imps. We're loving imps.
For impressions.
I figured you would.
If you look at one of our tweets, that's an imp, right?
That's an imp.
Yeah.
Count that imp.
Go look at the tweets.
Oh, Julie could probably help with this one. On the 14th of the month, we couldn't tell if Shoddy is a walking lake house sign or Etsy shop.
Would you ever in a million...
Lake house
Is
sign.
Kelly still here?
He's a football lake.
Kelly
Okay.
left.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody in Canada would do this, but if he had a tattoo that said Faith Family Hockey, like really big on his forearm, would you have been interested in that, or kind of like, that's a bit silly?
Faith
You
family
can't even imagine a hockey player doing something
No.
like that.
No.
That's how outside of the bounds of tough that is.
Yeah, no. I
Lake
die at
house
the
sign.
thought of that. But I think he's a walking lake house sign
Yes.
more than an Etsy shop. An Etsy shop, like, it's borderline, like, can be cool. There's some cool, different, unique things on Etsy. They're
No
a
cool
little
lake
more-
house signs.
A little more thought out, like, quite intricate. Lake house sign's a lake house sign.
Live, laugh, take your flops off. I don't
Fishing
know.
in, forget.
We don't skinny dip, we chunky dip.
Yeah.
Dan got his wife a cameo from Carl Marino because he played a young Joe Kenda.
I don't even know, man. Joe Kenda.
She likes the show.
Search term popularity's got to be exploding over the last 2 days.
And then, so Julie, Jake's wife threw a really nice party for Jake's 40th.
Mm-hmm.
She really set the bar high, and we're trying to tell Jake he's got to take her somewhere really nice for her 40th birthday coming up.
I would if I was Jake.
I mean, it's only fair.
I would
I
start
agree.
planning it today.
Maybe a trip out of the country with a lot of her friends.
Yeah, I would pay. I would pay for all of her friends to travel overseas. If I was Jake, though, I'm not. He can choose to do what he would. But I love my wife, and that's just how I would treat her.
Don't they have like islands where like older like cougar type ladies can go in groups and just get crap together? Don't they have like resorts like that where it's just hot dudes? Kind of like what you saw on White Lotus.
I was thinking you're only thinking of White Lotus.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this in the real world.
Oh, I've
Like, so there's
absolutely
just
heard
hot dudes that are like there to play.
Yeah. That's the implication. And like all, you know, not
The
that
imp.
40's old, but
It's
older
the
women
imp.
go there.
And then let's end with this Dear Julie submission. This from Anonymous.
Okay.
Not really sure why. The wife has struggled to lose weight after the birth of our daughter back in November, and it's really taking a hit on her self-confidence and overall mood. She comments about it often and makes me sad to see her like this. That said,
Oh no.
we go out to dinner and she orders like she plays nose tackle for the Cowboys. Can I say anything or do anything for her to find her own path to weight loss?
Oh my gosh.
Well, there's so much we don't
This
know.
is a tough one.
Right? There's just a lot of context. You know.
So she's, yeah.
Well, it's probably like, well, I really wish I could lose weight. Yeah, I'll take the double cheeseburger with mac and cheese.
Right. Yeah, like the context being, has she always eaten this way?
Right. Is there a mental health situation, perhaps? Did you lose a parent? Some people, their health goes.
Is she-
But he probably would have mentioned that if she had any modicum of an excuse at all, rather than comparing her to Osa or the other one.
But I can see the guy's snowball because in the beginning it was probably like, she's just struggling. It's postpartum. Okay, it might be getting worse. Damn, she eats like Malik Collins.
No,
Like-
and that's the problem too. Is you don't want to be judging what your partner's eating. That's a really weird. I mean, I know
Well-
people do it, but
It's probably not judging what they're eating every meal for the sake of judging what they're eating, but if they are getting overweight and you notice they're not trying to do anything to help themselves, there's a line where as a spouse, you need to look out for their health. If you have kids, you want to make sure they're healthy for their kids. So I think it's okay to say something, but it is such a fragile subject. So, okay, reversing if it's a husband talking to a wife, then probably no, just no.
yet
If it's a
again,
wife talking to a
how many
husband-
times
We
do
can't
we
have
have to
anything.
see?
Why do we have to
how
live
many
with
times?
this double standard? I thought we're all equal.
I'm just being honest, y'all. Don't attack
okay.
me.
Well, then don't complain about the 75
Then
cents for every
we're
dollar we
being-
make.
Then we're being honest too. Stop running for president. It's not working.
I'll
In
tell
theory, we're on board, but it's
I'll tell,
we
I'll
need
tell
a better
my
plan.
female contingent what you said.
I think the move here, and she's right, it is obviously worse if it's a dude, but the move here is you just let it play out. And, King Solomon, let your garden weed itself. If you decide 5 years from now that you want to leave, you can be like, babe, I mean,
You got all fat.
you kind of stop taking care of yourself. I mean, I've done a little, and I try to stay healthy for the kids. If you don't care, how can I be blamed for leaving?
That is so manipulative.
I don't know about that.
I'm not the one
That's
eating.
true,
I'm
yeah.
not the one eating like Vita Vea.
You can try to take control without taking control, meaning you can start doing all the grocery shopping, husband, and maybe just buy really healthy
yeah,
things.
I know,
You
but
can start cooking
that
dinner.
feels
That doesn't work.
so-
and cook a healthy
I
dinner.
don't know if it works, but it feels way too icky to me. Like,
Just slowly. I mean, not all of a sudden, like, wake up and all of a sudden I'm,
Just get a side piece. And you can
No.
have
Or-
sex with her, and then
or treat your wife like your side piece as she's getting bigger, and be like, look, if I'm gonna be with one person, what if she just changes sizes every 5 or 6 years, and sometimes she's a bigger girl.
Yeah.
I love her for that, and then ride the wave,
There you go.
as it were.
And also, if you model like being a very healthy, nutritious person, then it's easier for her to do it too.
It's his fault somehow? This is insane.
No, he's asking how to help without
Yeah, but it
pissing
doesn't
her
work.
off.
How did this?
No, he's
That's
asking for
insane.
advice. That's my advice without saying like, because there's no way to look her in the eye and say like, hey, babe.
A best bad option is what you're looking for.
Yeah, so if you just do all these things around her, then maybe.
Well, Dana's saying
it
that
will
doesn't
help.
work. I don't know if he's.
I do think there should be a, marriages should be on a 5-year deal, rolling 5-year deals that you renegotiate at the end of every deal.
Performance review.
And you both talk to each other about, hey, maybe this ain't going cool. Well, you want to sign it again or not? If you actually have to go sign something again, I think it might make you, you're going to up your game around. You get a contract year.
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
Put up some numbers.
She drops 20 pounds. She's all hot.
Right.
It's my contract year for my marriage.
Yeah, but then guys would be bitching about getting fooled by that too. I knew she only signed up for a 1 year.
Well, no, it goes her way too. I want her to be able to. I want out of this. 'Cause
I
this
know,
guy's
but
a
what I'm saying
stinky
is,
drunk.
if you're like, hey, I think I'm out of here, then she pops up and has like an 11 sack season, and you're like, let's do it again. That's never coming back. It's tricky.
Like
be fun, though.
kids
Risky
know.
run.
Yeah, they
kids
start
know
acting.
it's coming up.
They're on their best behavior. Try to help mom.
Can you have a franchise tag on her?
Can you trade?
A 1 year. Can you trade?
Relegation.
Oh dear, Blake's a swinger.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's a contract year and I got
He's
this
just
other
saying.
the other lady signed up for 3 more years,
He's just pragmatic.
there's your August.
That was fantastic, Blake. Thank you. Oh, no, wait.
Bless my star, Mr. Jones's MBR. People listen near and far to Blake Jones's MBR. Business review.
It's beautiful.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
Audio, Blake. In local music and violence, saw this story on Fox 4 last night. A 21-year-old rapper from Dallas was shot at a muffler shop in Irving. Heather Hayes of Fox 4, take it away.
Irving police are investigating after a local rapper was shot at a muffler shop. Police say 20.
By the way, the condescending has already started. At a muffler shop.
A local rapper was shot at a muffler shop. Police say 21-year-old Cato Rivers, also known as FBG Murda, is the suspect.
Sorry, what?
It's FBG Murda. Murda. Yeah, and so now we have Heather Hayes and then the reporter in the field.
Suspect in the incident, along with another 21-year-old. Police say there was a fight with the business owners, and the suspect dragged one of the owners with a vehicle. Fox 4's Amelia Jones live with more. Amelia.
All right, let's go.
Mr. Murda.
Amelia in the fields. Report.
Rivers, who goes by FBG Murda, has nearly 100,000 Spotify listeners, and he was recently featured as a Dallas-Fort Worth rapper to watch in the Dallas Observer.
Why is that delivery so funny for that piece of news?
Do it again.
FBG Murda.
Rivers, who goes by FBG Murda, has nearly 400,000 Spotify listeners, and he was recently featured as a Dallas-Fort Worth rapper to watch in the Dallas Observer.
It is a crazy story.
Just the fact that there are shops that only do mufflers? That's kind
I
of
was
crazy.
thinking about that too.
You don't just take it to an auto body, a regular, like, this shop only does mufflers.
I feel like when I was growing up, that was a lot more common. Like just muffler, just tire, just this or that. But now it does seem like you buy the
It's a
buy the
mom
building, put it under
It's
one
the
roof.
mom and pop.
But it was a
exists.
confusing story that I was very interested in once I knew that FBG Murda had been shot, because FBG Murda is also in custody. So him and this other guy go into this muffler shop. They get into an argument with the owners. They draw guns. The owners physically restrain them. At some point, a gun goes off and the owner gets shot. So does FBG Murda. So they what are you laughing at?
A tale as old as time.
This is
You said it just like
so
she
he is in jail with a gunshot wound, likely from his own gun, handcuffed to a bed. And that's
man.
That's no good for the image of FBG Murda.
I bet it's awesome for the image of FBG Murda.
You're probably right, but you
Murda.
also very much turned into mystery.
Murda.
Murda. I got more on the tree lady.
Oh.
Do you know anything?
Wait, what's the tree lady?
So a tree fell on this lady over in Lakewood in her SUV. She's just driving in the neighborhood, and a tree fell on her SUV, and she survived, but they say she does have probably some level of paralysis. It's going to be a long road back. She has a 6-month-old daughter, and the images are crazy, but the news went out there and talked to the owner of the property where the tree fell. And I think this is just a matter of he says that the trees get really wet and they have these seeds that get really heavy when they get wet on the tree, and it can just happen. But he, for his part, is actually he is the chairman of the Texas Trees Foundation.
He's a tree man. Like, he's made his whole life out of working with trees.
He's tree guy. Past chairman of the National Tree Trust.
What's a tree foundation? What is
Texas
it?
Tree Foundation. I mean, my guess is that they're big time stoked on trees.
Well, yeah.
The
Keeping
Texas Trees
alive.
Foundation serves as a catalyst in creating a new green legacy for North Texas through transformational research-based plans. So, trees.
It's kind of crazy. But he's a tree man, and then his tree randomly fell down and paralyzed this woman.
It is great. Like, why did
Like,
he
he's
have
a
something
tree
to do
man.
with it? He's like the tree whisperer. Did he actually tell the tree to fall on him?
No, but it's got to be real, mortifying for him. Obviously, it's terrible.
Is he sadder about the loss of the tree or that this lady's paralyzed?
Fair question.
Well, and now everyone's got to be questioning his tree wisdom.
Right.
His tree knowledge. Like, how do you have...
He's a tree poser.
One of
Your trees are falling.
Right.
What hope do I have?
One of the worst tree catastrophes that of recent...
One of.
Let's rank them.
One of.
of recent
The top
memory
4.
belongs to the tree.
Of course, there was Johnny Appleseed. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. This is a wild story there that I think you would like quite a bit. And before you ask,
catastrophe.
Very good. I was not able to find a photo of the accused, but this is a pretty generic news story. It's basically just a press release from the Eastern District of, I guess, the U.S. It's a national case for 2 people in Farmers Branch who were caught. They're a husband and wife, 30 and 28, had 5 stash houses across DFW, heroin, meth, coke. They had a massive drug operation in DFW. Married, 30 and 28. Find something hotter.
It's awesome.
Sounds like it was a massive operation. Had a home
They were
in Pleasant
good at
Grove. Yeah. At least 5 stash houses imported from U.S. to Mexico.
I'm positive my wife could never figure out how to run a drug ring like that.
No.
This lady's impressive.
And she's positive you could never figure out how to run a drug ring like that.
Well, I just need the right partner.
Okay.
I've got a lot of the right,
They both
traits.
got life in prison.
Oh.
Not so hot anymore.
I don't know. I mean,
Think it's still going to be hot in prison?
for her.
Do they
I
get
mean,
to have conjugal visits with each other?
There's no way, right?
That's a good question. Married people in jail?
Well, no.
I thought we're
if they're in
promoting
separate
families
jails.
and
Because we've learned that you do get to go, crack your old lady on, if she's out. But if you're each incarcerated in different jails, there's no way
Letting you meet up?
there's no way.
But if each one of them
They
is
set up a
allowed
little
that,
date
why
night.
wouldn't you?
That's why we had the story, that one story of that lady who got pregnant from a paper towel.
Yeah.
When she was in jail, and there was a guy 3 cells over, and they just passed it. They passed it
through the ventilation.
She got pregnant.
What?
What do you? This is a miracle of life.
Okay. Whatever you say.
A teen
Is it
in
like
Fort
a bounty
Worth.
that really soaks it up. The bounty.
It does. Triple picker-upper. An 18-year-old Fort Worth high school student was arrested late Wednesday for a fake threat made against their school. Northwest High School. Sent a text message stating that an unknown person was right outside the building with a gun. This gets you, as I guess you have to, arrested and charged with making terroristic threats. Slight twist, it's a female. Good to see some representation in our school threat.
Since the threats have worked its way to an online thing, that's not surprising, right? It's their arena.
Yeah. You're saying that women are more likely to...
They would make an online threat more than...
That's probably fair. You got your tickets for the Powerball tonight? Is it tonight?
Thank you. Is it tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Okay. Saturday and Monday?
9:50.
What are we at, 9:50?
9:50. Sixth largest in history.
Okay, this time I'm going to use my own personal numbers.
You want to give those out?
No, because I have determined that the odds of a random number being generated from a computer system, the same computer system, is twice is more rare than if I guessed a random number and then that computer system hit it.
That's what your models have indicated?
Much better odds. I probably have a 1 in 100 chance of winning Saturday. You're fired.
Why?
I don't know. I've been deciding stuff I want to do.
Because you got it coming.
Yeah.
It's on your list?
Just things I'm going to do when... Because you were just not receptive to the things I wanted to do before. And I need support.
If you could win the lottery...
You didn't want me to have this blackberry Dr. Pepper shake.
Oh, I think I'd help to make it happen. And the grilled cheese.
Okay. You get a raise.
Thanks.
All right. We'll move on. Do you still watch Saturday Night Live at all, Dan? I guess I would know if you did.
Nah, usually just clips.
Looks like they're having a pretty wholesale turnover.
Now, if Shane
cast.
Gillis or somebody was hosting, I'll try to. Nate Bargatze.
Did you guys do the draft?
You know what? I forgot all about it.
I did it.
And Jake did it.
You did do it?
And then I saw Jake just got roasted for... And I looked at his picks. He should have got roasted.
Who'd we get?
I don't know.
Your first pick was like Father John Misty.
He'd done it twice in
and
the last...
Nate Bargatze was sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah, I guess I feel... if SNL is so desperate that they have to go back to Nate or Shane this year, I find that hilarious. Like, hey, we got two
They
guys.
will go back to Nate because he's kind of killed it twice. Shane's second...
When did we get into the world of a stand-up does SNL 3 years in a row? Who's doing that? Like, nobody did that.
Well, I remember when, it doesn't have to be a stand-up, but, when Alec Baldwin first did it, and they're like, this guy's pretty good. Let's do him again.
Infinitely more famous than Nate Bargatze. I feel like the reason they have to get Nate and Shane is because they can't make anything work because their show sucks.
Yeah.
So
they have to get funny
So
people.
They have to. They can't used to. They could get anybody.
They would get an actor, and they would be funny.
And that's what I'm saying is that maybe they'll go back to that well again, but I think it looks pretty sad if they do. But I don't know. I said yes to the text message. I thought you and I would have some fun with it, and then I don't know.
Well, then, you didn't remind me.
I called you.
I'm sorry.
But it was also, pretty late in the evening. Heidi Gardner.
It was 7.
She's the one. It was. Heidi Gardner is the one cast member that you might know. She's I think she's got a good bit. She's on a lot of commercials.
She the blonde? Yeah. She's gone?
Yes, 8 seasons, among many, many others.
Yeah, she was really good. I liked her.
Lauren had said...
Is Tim Meadows
recently.
still on?
No.
Wasn't that the bit?
He's
he was
not.
on for the longest
but
time.
Kenan Thompson is.
Is he really?
Right? Oh, well, yeah, he has not... He was there last year, and they haven't said he's not there next year. So, yeah.
He's the longest-running cast member ever.
Gotta be.
I like
Gotta
him.
be.
He's great.
There's your news. Nice burp.
The Dumb Zone News.
When I try to make it silent,
and
then
subscribe.
See what he does?
The Dumb
He's not
Zone
getting a cut.
presents
None?
Today
He
in
shouldn't.
History.
Not after that comment.
I don't appreciate it. Oh, should we play me and Micah? Do we have that? I was laughing really hard thinking about that audio is funny to some people, and they can't play it.
What audio?
Me and Micah at the Super Bowl with breaking the news. I don't have it, but I thought if we could. Who knows? They can't play it.
Because it's you?
They've not played a single thing that I'm in since we've left. You're in a bunch of them, but my voice is not on there.
Are you out? Are you on the list?
I guess.
Sad.
The bad
No, it's
list?
not. It's
It's
hilarious.
It's sad for the listener.
So
my
today is
opinion.
Friday. Why? The listener is here.
The listener is here.
That's right.
You're exactly right.
Today's Friday, August 29th, so I have a couple of viewer mail birthdays.
Do you think these are too short?
I already assessed that
5
in
and a
my
half?
head. And I think, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them.
They're pretty short.
Underwear is a little bit long. Yeah.
Yeah. Do some people these days let their underwear hang out? Because that's the thing. Shorts are getting shorter.
You should-
Underwear's like becoming cool. Like my son wanted to buy these.
Underwear's becoming cool.
No, you know like how there's those brands.
Yes,
Like, and they have
yes.
like a wolf face on it, or it's like, you know, some mountain lion, and it's like all tie dye. There's this one brand, and the boys are all wearing it, but it hangs out longer than the shorts, and it's really like messing
I'm starting
with.
to wear my underwear on the outside.
I just don't know if I should let this happen or not.
You know, there was a trend. Is this still going on? When my daughter was, well, probably 10 to 13, somewhere in there. So it's like a decade ago. Where she had to buy socks that cost like $10 or $15 a pair.
The Nike Elites.
Yeah, because they had a left sock and a right sock. And
more than
so
that.
she
Messed
needed
up.
she needed them because all her friends had them. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I bought them whatever they needed, whatever they said they needed.
And they need it because their friends have it.
I'm a soft parent.
And there's some friend's parent that's
But why
like
not?
just setting the trend.
And the
trying
thing
to
is,
stay
if
far
you're
out
a-
in front of everybody.
If you're a soft, woke parent like me, and you give them everything they ever want, still,
They hate you.
when they're older, they talk about how they didn't have anything, and
Aw,
so
good to know.
So maybe you should just not give them anything.
Maybe I
because
need
later they're going to tell you how you didn't give them anything
I
anyway.
will not buy a Labubu.
What is that?
Oh my gosh, y'all.
What is it called?
Oh my gosh.
Labubu?
Yes. Y'all haven't heard about the Labubu craze?
Is this the thing that like athletes collect and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the modern. It's like
looks like
Beanie
looks like a
Babies.
Tamagotchi.
They look terrible. They have these big teeth. They're very scary looking.
I'm happy to.
But people are.
I'm happy to Easter baskets this one. It's fun.
Yeah.
Labubu?
No, we have. We don't have this internet.
Labubu? Yeah, it's what the kids are wanting these days. And my friend has a couple friends who have Labubus, so now she's talking about Labubus, and you have to track them down, pay like hundreds of dollars to find them. There's also fake ones called Lafufus.
I like that.
And you could think
How
that you're
about
buying your kid a
Lafubus?
Lafubu, and then you find out that it's fake. Yeah, it's a whole thing that I'm just not going to even
So this is
remotely
like-
participate in.
Make them
Current
make
day
them earn the money somehow.
Beanie
That's a
Babies
good
or
idea.
something, you know,
Yes.
that used to be a thing.
But they were actually cute. These Labubus are terrible looking.
Pretty subjective there. I mean,
I don't think so. Show me a Beanie Baby that's not cute. Try. Just try me. I can show you every
There
single
was
Labubu.
Pinterest the Korean.
that's very true.
Two
earlier.
viewer mail birthdays. Dear Uncle Bald Beaver Blaster.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to send my son Hayes a birthday shout out. He's 2 years old.
It's a good name.
He can't listen to this birthday shout out.
His leaders are the dog that was sexually assaulted at a college party, Pond Guy Fighting K.
I want to be very clear. The dog was super into that.
This poor child.
and Blake's homeless payment plan. I would like to remind Blake that I pay his salary. He needs to bail on the Cowboys broadcast and do the job I'm paying him to do from Brandon.
Wow.
Why are you trying to hold me down?
And dear Baron Box, for my Magic Johnson birthday, please consider the most dumb zone day in history. On this day in 1857, William Armstrong was accused of murdering a man with a slingshot, a weight tied to a rope. His lawyer won the case by proving that the moon was in the wrong place to provide light for a key witness's testimony. His lawyer was the famous debater Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
Yours in dumbness from Scott.
So Abraham Lincoln was basically just like an ambulance chaser? He's just coming up with... That doesn't feel like the sort of thing he was doing 7 years before...
If the moon didn't shine, you must decline.
So
weird.
today's birthday, or here, on this day, I should say, some today in history, Friday, August 29th, on this day in 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit the Gulf Coast. That devastated New Orleans. Ron Washington's house got underwater, and 1,800 people died.
What were the explosions?
2013, the Justice Department said it would not stand in the way of states that wanted to legalize, tax, and regulate marijuana, as long as there were effective controls to keep marijuana away from kids, the black market, and federal property. Is that going all right? Are we happy with? Are the states that are doing it happy with it?
You see a lot of people complaining, but I feel like they're probably just the loudest, right? I mean, I think behind the scenes, the people who run the coffers are probably pretty pleased.
$1 billion in Ohio in the first year of recreational marijuana.
Just think of all the money that's feeding to the schools.
They don't want to give the schools too much because they don't want to give the kids anything.
They're taking all that lottery money, too. 2017,
In Northeast Ohio.
Kathy Griffin.
Oh, my God.
Kathy Griffin retracted her apology. She had apologized for posing with what appeared to be the severed head of President Donald Trump. Then she said the anger against her was overblown, so I thus retract the apology that I gave last week. Like she public announcement.
Yeah, you can't take back an apology.
And a one famous wedding on this date in 2003, Amy Poehler married Will Arnett. They, of course, would divorce in 2016 after Will Arnett realized that Amy Poehler had nothing. On this day in Dumb Zone history, Blake.
So last year, I think Jerry was very optimistic on the season because they had both Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook on the roster.
Dude,
and if you added both
one,
of them,
two, inside, outside.
And if you added their numbers up, it equaled 58.
Oh.
No, I forgot we did a numerology.
Was that for... That was the Super Bowl? 58 or
No,
what?
because this year's 60, right?
I'm confused.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. No.
So it should be 59.
Oh, this year's Super Bowl 60?
Yeah.
What did he care that it was 58 then?
I don't know.
Let's look it up.
They had Dalvin Cook last year.
Yes.
Saw him eating a fry.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook was last year. In 2022, it was a big deal that Jake went to dinner at the place where the Plano woman got arrested for screaming at the Indian lady.
I did. That was a wild story. All out in the parking lot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went.
Where was it at?
What did that Indian lady look like?
Jesus, Clayton.
Yeah, probably hot.
Probably hot.
I remember the whole situation
Most
being,
Indian ladies are.
being pretty hot. Just everybody involved yelling at each other. Both the racists and...
Just don't take them to a steakhouse. Because Indian people don't. They worship cows.
And then we were mocking that this fifth grade class got to meet Mike McCarthy's wife. All right, kids, gather up.
That is so beaten.
It's the wife of
You
the
won't
Dallas
believe it.
Cowboys head coach.
What's so funny about that?
Yeah, you probably would have been super
As the
fired
wife
up.
of a coach.
Behind every great man is a great woman.
An even greater woman.
Mm-hmm.
But she's
Fit a
just
couple.
sitting there
Can
eating
fit a
and
couple.
eating and eating.
Food someone else cooked.
Are you done? Or
I'm done.
Oh, okay. How did
You're the
we need to work on our
video
game?
coordinator's
Doing a
wife.
I feel like I know when
I've
he's...
Aw.
He's
felt
got a,
like he
he's
was
got a
doing-
little thing, yeah.
Okay, well maybe you're looking at him.
He's retired, though.
Other birthdays today. This won't be good for Jake. Chris Sims, 45.
Oh.
Mother effer.
This day was already bad enough for him.
I used to think he was cute.
Yeah, he could be cute, but he was also a proven loser.
Right. I
who
don't anymore.
cost Texas a shot at the national championship in the Big 12 championship game against Colorado.
Yeah.
Roy Oswalt is 48.
Didn't he want like a tractor when he signed here?
Evan Carter is 23.
Disappointing.
That's an old 23.
That is.
Aw.
He's got a 4 WAR
The
already.
mighty have fallen in y'all's eyes.
No, he's got time, but he not have a. Basically, he's not good enough anymore for the Rangers to need to trade him because he's the future of the franchise. He's fallen out of that at least.
Will Shipley is 23.
Exciting white.
Very.
Former Clemson running back, current Eagles. Noah Syndergaard, 33.
Thor played at Wired Will's golf tournament when we were broadcasting.
That's right. Feels like he should be older. Bob Beeman, 79. He's the long jump world record holder. Liam Payne is 32.
Who's that, Julie?
Is he the... Wait. No, he wouldn't be the one who just recently passed away because he would be turning 32. Who am I thinking of? I don't know. Tell me.
That was awesome.
That was my brain.
Pretty much.
Out
A peek into the thought process.
Who's the hot heartthrobby guy that just passed away?
The one who was coked up in Brazil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who I thought that was.
Anyway, Liam Payne was from One Direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
It is. So he didn't have a birthday.
He's dead. He died last year.
Liam Payne's dead?
Okay, I'm breaking news here. I need to be strong with my thoughts. I already was doubting myself like I was wrong, but Dan was wrong.
Liam Payne is
dead.
dead.
Dude, it was real sad. He jumped off a building.
Dude, your weekend is F.
Not Liam Payne.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. It was
This news across the desk on a Friday afternoon?
It was pretty terrible.
You know what I might do? My wife said she had book club tonight.
Oh, man.
Or night out. I'm going to tell her, what would she do if I text her, look,
Can you stay home?
Can you cancel the night out with the girls? You had asked me if it's okay, and I...
Babe, I really just need to be held tonight.
I didn't know about this whole Liam Payne situation.
There's 100% dudes who do that.
I wonder if just
Why don't
once...
we just hang tonight? Why don't you stay home with me?
Just once when she does this magical... Oh, by the
Gift.
way, I'm going out for drinks with the girls tonight. What if I said, actually, I was hoping that we'd hang out just to see what she'd say.
Yeah. You know,
but then what if she called that bluff, and then now all of a sudden she's home?
Pain.
I'm like, oh, damn it.
Absolute pain.
Keeping it real
You
goes
turn
wrong.
into a jerk.
Yeah. Beth Dover is 47. She was in Orange is the New Black and Children's Hospital. I'm a fan.
Her brother's Ben.
Brian Chesky is 44, the founder of Airbnb.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Temple Grandin is 78. Do you know who that is?
No,
I thought
off
if
the top
anyone
of my
knew,
head.
it'd be you. There was a movie called Temple Grandin that's been on my watch list for a long time. But just looking at Temple Grandin this morning, I should have looked up Liam Payne. But I looked up Temple Grandin. Appears to be like a very famous autist.
Oh, cool.
Who this movie was about being autistic and stuff. So
Cool.
I think...
Did he
I
work
went
in paints or more of a sculptor?
No, artist is what you're thinking of, not
Sorry.
autist.
That stopped me down, too. I've never heard somebody say autist.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
And plus, Dan's been on his British accent today.
Right. It could have been an accent for
autist.
artist, or it could be an autist.
Dumb Zone birthday of the day. Let's see who knows who this is.
Wow.
You ready? Give Jake the first guess.
Okay.
Before anyone else jumps in. Tom Six is 52.
How do you spell the last name? S-I-X? Writer? I don't know.
You're correct. He does write.
Books?
I think he also directs.
Okay. I'm out. I should know.
You should absolutely know.
Fast and Furious?
The writer and director of Human Centipede. Don't act all put out.
Well, it's not put out. Let me just tell you.
You know we had one of the great movie reviews ever when we reviewed that trilogy.
You've deemed your review
Well, me and my daughter.
Well,
I thought she did a great job.
The thing is just that I completely forget that the Human Centipede ever existed, does exist, until the moment you bring it up. And then I will hopefully forget until the next time.
It's ridiculous.
So for today, yes. Out here at Whataburger, I like to bring up.
Born on this day, now dead, John Locke?
Man, you don't want to be a human centipede after a trip to Whataburger.
Not common sense. What was John Locke's book, TC?
I'd be in the first one.
Come on, somebody's got to.
He is the father of liberalism.
Yes, but there's a book. Okay.
So you must love him because you're a lib.
It's not even the same thing. It's not the...
Michael Jackson, Born on this Day Now Dead, and John McCain.
Kids everywhere performing his...
And John McCain.
Yeah, well,
Not a
I
hero
like my
of mine.
heroes alive and uncaptured, so...
Dead on this Day Still Dead, Bring 'em Young.
Hell yeah.
If you're going to bring them.
Richard Jewell.
Bummer.
Is that
And
Juul?
The Atlanta guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because that paper just shut down today, right?
The Journal-Constitution did?
Yeah.
Damn. That's wild.
That's weird that you would know that.
It's a very interesting industry fact. I interviewed a lot of people from there for my thesis, but didn't know Blake was up on the trades.
Yeah, you know.
Also dead on this day in 2022, Ernie Zampese,
Dark days, brother.
who was a former cowboy. Why? Was he bad?
He was before Norv.
Was he? Oh, okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Do I have that wrong? I'm pretty sure that's what brought it. That's how we ended up with Norm.
Norv.
Norv.
So, yeah, that is a part of episode 2, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, we got Norv.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, this is the greatest thing ever.
Like it was too complicated. Or
He
something.
decided to hand off to Emmett and let Troy Aikman throw to Irvin. What a genius.
Let him cook.
Okay, Norv was at Ernie Zampese was after Norv. David Shula was the one before that because he had with Jimmy. So Zampese had a pretty inauspicious run here.
Did they win a title? A chip?
They won one, the last one, and then he stayed on for a few
Hey,
more
guys,
years.
I've been away from the media. Whatever happened with that Micah thing?
Hey, you know what? Fuck off.
Well, everybody, I think this has been good. What is on your plate, or what is on your...
By ham.
By ham. What is on your menu for now? Because they are now serving lunch at Whataburger. We've been at Whataburger for breakfast, and we will now be there for lunch.
I think our friends over
Gotta
there
stay
had
for
breakfast
dinner,
and are
too.
now having lunch. They're
These
our-
guys, yeah,
our
and this guy's pretending
heroes
to
of the
work all day too.
Yeah.
He's logged on. Yeah, I'm gonna get a burger, a little double with some avocado.
The bacon?
No, I mean I'm a bacon fan, but I don't know. It feels.
I'm gonna get
Why,
the one
do we
with
need
the
it on everything?
Fried onion strings on it.
What's your pre-Ken check?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
damn! Yeah, you don't even want to know. Are you gonna be able to do our call at 2? Oh
We have
wait,
a
no, she's
call?
not on that. Game day was yesterday. We have a call. Okay.
What call? What's my pre-weekend check?
Yeah, what are you doing over the weekend?
We're breathing weekend now to Ken.
Pre-Ken.
Pre-Ken.
It's a pre-weekend check.
All right, yeah.
Step it up.
How's your house?
Yeah, not livable at the moment. I stayed in a hotel last night because the paint fumes were so bad. That is real. Like, that is real. I immediately got a headache. I immediately, exploded on everyone in my family. I made it through the call with y'all. I think I did pretty well with paint fumes in my brain.
The fact you were able to, with paint fumes, withstand his misogyny.
It's just comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah.
That's what we do on the show.
Comedy.
So we're out.
I know.
I'm driving to the Austin today and then the ranch for the weekend. Gonna go see the cows.
Your mom's ranch.
Yes, my mom's ranch in Llano, Texas.
How many cows does she have?
Well, there were 2, and then they had babies. I think we're at 5 now.
This is a real... You're a real Texan.
That's right.
You ever
I
delivered
am.
one of those?
No,
Okay.
I haven't.
Like, did you ever milk a
I'm
cow?
not really a hands-on
I've milked a cow.
cow lady.
Have you? Is it weird? You
Super
probably
weird.
loved it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a kid. It's like grandparents are like, everybody come.
We should get
Grab
y'all
that.
milking cows. That'd be a great bit.
My grandpa would drink it straight.
That's hardcore.
I've been
Right
wondering,
from the tap.
I've been wondering about goat milk recently.
Go on.
Have y'all ever tried it?
Why would we?
Is it tangy? Okay. Well, I have a son with a milk allergy, I found out. So I'm trying to figure out how to feed him.
So let's try to give
food.
him more milk?
Well, a goat. It's
Just cow milk allergy?
Yes. Sorry.
How do they know that?
Casein. It's like a protein in cow's milk, and it causes really bad stuff for him. And I'm like, well, what do I? Feeding this human was already hard enough, and now I can't feed him anything
milk
with
is
milk
great.
in
Remember
it.
back when the boys were getting ready for Normandy? And then
Okay, kid can't help it.
What about a doctor?
and they lost half their force because they were
Sorry,
like,
he's
does
not
that milk
going
have
to war."
casein protein in it?
What if you
we
just gave
can't
him
show up?
Dr. Pepper blackberry
Roast his
shakes?
name, and
Stuff
now
is
it's
real.
allergies. Leave the kid
Real.
alone.
I was just wondering if y'all had ever milked a goat. That's all.
Thank you
I
so
feel like
much to Whataburger.
What are you doing this
To
weekend?
Julie.
I got
Oh,
a game
boy.
tonight. I got a kid birthday party Saturday and another kid birthday party on Sunday.
Listener?
Yes.
Was a lady that was here invite you to one or no? There was a lady here telling me a long story about how she's going to invite you to her kid's birthday party
sweet.
because of her
Long
husband.
story.
I have not. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I'm excited to meet her.
Sounds like Dan was too.
No, I'm not against.
You want to come along?
No, absolutely not.
So Frisco Lone Star, huh?
They're gonna have pizza.
How can we watch or listen to your broadcast tonight?
Oh yeah, you want to promote that?
Don't ask me. You're gonna watch Mike Leslie.
I'm gonna
I
turn
wanna
him
listen to
down
you.
and turn up the radio.
You can go to ArgyleEagleSports.com.
That's right, home of the Eagles Nest podcast.
Nice.
Thank you. Hey, thank you to all of you for coming
Yeah.
on. Have a great
Yeah.
weekend. There we go. Thank you to
Thanks,
Whataburger.
everybody.
Thank you to Travis. Adios.
Adios.
Mofo.
Gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
If you like a burger that's real well dressed, we put ours in its Sunday best. Whataburger, Whataburger, just what a burger should be.